some stuff off the shelf. A bored-looking attendant just like waves you through, and you swipe your credit chip to go. And then, like after you leave, he looks up, and he's like, "Was there a VI in here?" After you've left.
I like to think that you just take like the best-looking like circuit boards, just kind of magnetize them to yourself in various spots. Yeah, fancy.
You can make a cloak out of some. What do they call it?
What is that old wiring that they used to have? The real, those real flat.
No.
Yeah.
Electrostatic bags. So there's like a sheet of electrostatic parchment that you can tie together and make into a cloak.
Sweet.
So you can partially shield some of your emissions, since you are basically a walking radiation machine.
Yep.
Anything else you guys want to do?
Now I have to draw that.
All right, so
I don't think I'm gonna get to tuxedo wearing chimpanzee tonight. Sorry, guys.
we'll always have next week, right?
I don't know if I got that in me.
You're like, maybe I'll just never do it, Arthur.
Yeah.
Brad, I'm so disappointed.
I can't wait until we see Kush in like furs. He's got shoulder pads, and then he's got like a like a Mongolian cummerbund type thing around his waist. And
now you can put a suit on him.
Oh my god. You just
Mongolian fashion is rad as hell.
deleted 90% of my excuse to not do it.
I'm an artist. That's what I do.
I mean, aren't we all artists here?
Yes. Yes, we are.
Some of us are. I want to say, by the way, there was this thing like 3 months ago, maybe even 4 months ago, where I was talking about something, and Bearded was like, "Well, if you want to do that, why don't you just write a book?" And I like privately, I was like, "Why don't you just be a good artist?" And I was like, "Oh shit, he actually is an artist. He does it." That's not going to be a good comeback.
Nope.
You self-owned.
All right, it is January 20th. When all of you board the Beluga. It still looks like garbage. It's been cleaned partially. Beluga has been painted onto the side of it, and you've got a fresh, nice registration indicating that it belongs to Imperiotech.
Yes.
And that you are licensed contractors who are allowed to pilot this thing for up to 6 months.
Does it have me as the captain?
It does not. The captain has been registered as Dr. Roger Leto. Would you like to try to get that updated?
Yeah.
All right, so you call Aurora, and Aurora is just like, "I apologize, Mr. Kush. I was under the impression that Dr. Leto was leading this particular mission. Would you like me to add him to the call so that we can sort this out?"
Yeah, sure. I mean,
as you say that, all of you get calls on your private communication terminals asking if you'd like to join an ongoing video communication.
I'll joins.
I join.
Sure.
All right, so everybody is now added to this. Kush, you're like standing in your quarters, just like talking to a thing, and all of a sudden the panel's like,
hey guys.
Oh, hi, Kush.
Dr.
Hey.
Leto, this is Agent Aurora. There was some question from Mr. Kush as to who would be the captain of the vessel. My understanding was that you were the leader of your party. Has this changed?
I think it's from week to week. It goes differently. So yeah, I thought we had decided that I was the captain, but you're kind of like in charge of the missions.
I thought as far as the Gilded Fleet was going to go.
To better infiltrate the Gilded Fleet, we would need Kush as the pilot. Or the
Yeah,
captain.
Or as the
as the
captain.
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 Okay.
That's right. I mean, as far as you can handle the purse strings, I don't care about any of that. I'm just talking about the mission right now. And as far as this mission goes, I think they'll find me the most believable captain in our crew.
Okay. So yeah,
I
that
have
seems
to-
logical.
Okay.
I think it's a good idea for you to be the captain on the papers, but I think we really need to figure out who is actually in charge.
Yes, I would appreciate that as well, so I know who I'm negotiating with. This time, Aurora has appeared as like a cat, but with like a human face. Super creepy.
What? Yeah, I don't have any opinion about that really. As far as, I mean, other than I mean, Roger, you did a great job. I think Bella did a
So
great
you're
job.
accepting that Roger Leto is the captain then?
Hold on. We're gonna do a little debate here. As long as everybody, I don't know if Debbie was on that board with that.
I would like to be the captain.
Mhm.
I do the flying.
Maybe we should vote for a captain.
That is the
Agreed.
traditional pirate way.
We can, send an anonymous vote and count them up at the end.
Very well. I will now take nominations on Discord. Someone else must nominate you to be captain. 30
You can't
seconds.
nominate yourself.
Send me a nomination. Cannot nominate yourself. And you know I'll know if you nominate yourself because I'm not an idiot.
Hermes is spelled H-E-M.
So in POW or in your on the tabletop Discord?
PM, I think. PM.
Private.
PM,
Send it
yeah.
directly to me.
Oh, PM.
Yep.
So if we all nominate to the right, then we'll be stuck in a loop. All right, Captain.
And this is the actual captain.
This
right?
is
This
the
is for
actual
leader.
official captain.
Leader
Yes.
of the
Just for
group,
all-
right?
Just for all the
only
marbles.
person that hasn't done it so far is you, Shep. I know you're sending one right now. I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
I'm typing. Let's see what happens. All right.
Interesting. How interesting. So two options appear on the screen. And Aurora says, interesting. No one has nominated Dr. Leto. You are no longer in the running to be the official captain of the group. The following people are official possibilities. And then one option resolves itself into being Bella. And the other option resolves itself into being Kush. Please place your votes anonymously now. Hermes, you get a vote terminal from Aurora,
We want the
temporarily counting you as a member of the crew.
Okay, sorry. Yep. I get to vote.
Yes.
I got to vote between Kush and Bella.
Yes.
Okay, I vote for Bella. I say out loud, I anonymously vote for Bella.
It seems your people have done very well at teaching how anonymity works.
Yes, thank you. It's not a necessary compliment, but it's appreciated nonetheless.
Well, interestingly enough, Bearded, you're the tiebreaker.
I sent it to you.
You sent your recommendation for who should be captain for nomination, but now I need your vote for who will be captain between those two.
Oh, so I have to say it?
Well, you have to send it to me again.
Oh.
We
Got
first round was nominations. Second round is
Got it.
congratulations. You are now captain. Captain Bella Honeywell. Like a little pirate hat appears and is digitally overlain over the last registered picture of your face on Spacebook.
Cool.
So it's like you holding Mallow towards the camera, and now you've got a little pirate hat on. You have been updated as the official captain of this vessel.
I rip up some paper and go.
Connor, you get 0 experience points. Bella, you get 1 experience point.
Yeah, damn it. Oh, and then of course my other goal, we can't do this episode like by now, so there's no way. Damn it.
Sucks to suck.
Sucks to suck.
My goal was just to figure out who the captain was.
How far away are we from getting there?
So your focus upgrade gave you the capability of making a 3 hex jump. You can turn your 2 hex engine into a 3 hex engine
Right.
using your pathfindering pilot abilities. So you can technically attempt to make this in 1 jump. It's 6 days transit per hex divided by the speed of the vessel. So it's an 18-day journey, and at maximum speed, you'd make it in 9 days.
Okay.
Let me check and see if you need to make a roll for this. So you don't need to roll for anything 10 or less. So there's a pretty good possibility that you will just make this jump no problem. Of course, it takes 2 days to transit. So it's a very interesting 2 days where Kush, expecting to be voted as pirate captain of the vessel, is now the fake pirate captain, and Bella is the new official paperwork captain.
Right.
Also the legitimate crew leader. What do you spend your time doing for your 2 days before jump transit? Kush?
I guess I'm going to be.
Is there sulking involved?
No, I mean I wasn't looking to be captain.
Okay.
Remember?
Are you sure?
I mean,
That's not what that.
It sounded like
that
you
is-
want to be captain.
That is not what your goal says here, sir.
my goal. Well,
Your goal says here is be made the captain. One experience.
that was to be made a captain in the Gilded Fleet. So the goal there was to
Okay.
win over the Gilded Fleet more so.
Well, you
Yeah.
know, you could still attempt to accomplish that goal this episode.
Okay.
All right.
I'm right now. I'm the fake captain, right?
You are
You are nothing now.
for this mission.
The fake
I
captain.
guess you're the front man. You're the Dread Pirate Roberts, while the actual Dread Pirate Roberts is telling the
like
men he's the Dread Pirate Roberts.
Right. Okay.
You're Wesley, and Bella is the real Dread Pirate Roberts. She's the one standing behind you, and it's just like, okay, you know, you can be a pirate all you want, Wesley. Kill you in the morning.
I
All
know
right.
that reference.
Drill difficulty is 7. Your rudder is 0 because you have less than year-old charts. The drill distance is 3 hexes divided by 2 for +1 is +2, so that's a 9. Would you like to attempt to trim the course to cut speed down? You could bump the course up to 6-day transit time, but you would need to make a roll in order to do that. If
No.
not, it would be a 9-day transit and there will be no roll.
Do we have enough supplies for that?
You have a fully stocked shuttlecraft for 20 people to last 3 months.
Okay. No, that's fine.
You could survive in space for an incredibly long amount of time,
What just happened?
like a year.
Yeah, it just freaked out, right?
Yeah.
Do you guys still see everything?
Yeah.
It's load everything back in is what's happening.
I can see it, so that's really all that I care about. Oh, is this new Kush up here in the upper left-hand corner?
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
Kush do this. Wow, there's some detailing here on Hermes, man.
Yeah. Looking good.
I didn't even know you could do that with this program.
Brachiosaurus out here to make velociraptors and space monkeys.
I'll just do the normal jump.
Okay. All of you begin jump transition prep for a 9-day jump. As the jump sequence begins, we get that kind of acoustic guitar feel. Something just starts playing, and then we hear that it's "Come Sail Away," but it's just one guy with a guitar, and he's singing it in French. So it really doesn't make any sense. As you jump, all of the windows close so that you don't go insane staring out into the infinity of drill space, and you begin a 9-day journey locked together with no internet.
No internet.
No internet.
I did not.
Space
realize
tube
there was no
shows.
internet.
You will arrive on January 31st. What happens during this journey? Does anyone have anything special, any specific scenes that they want to play out?
I did until I learned there was no internet.
I mean, there's the ship's computers, right? But there's nothing to
Right.
connect to. You're
Right.
literally
Out in
lost
space.
in drill space.
So what does the
For 9
internet,
days.
or what does the computer's internet have as far as data?
I mean, it's got an encyclopedia of all human knowledge, right? But you
Okay.
can't like connect to Facebook. Your Netflix is limited to whatever you downloaded where you started the drill drive.
Okay, well then
Sorry.
I'm gonna.
Netflix is probably copyrighted. Spaceflix and SpaceTube, of course.
NetTube. I wanted to look up habitable planets that I could potentially use as a base of operations.
Yeah, you start running through the list of habitable planets. All known habitable planets have been habitabilized.
That's
Right? Anything that can support life is already supporting life.
Is there anything on there for planets that have been
So-
found but not like gone into and looked at?
So as you're thinking about that, you realize Hermes must have come from somewhere,
Yeah.
but it's not on a map. You have no idea where Hermes came from. And it sounds like his people are very secretive.
Mm-hmm. So I'm just gonna go smooth. Wow, I can't even talk. I'm gonna go talk to him.
Don't smoosh me.
Where does this conversation take
Shoes.
place at on board the ship?
know.
So
Wherever.
there's like a limited number of rooms. There's 20 rooms. The cargo bay also serves as the dining hall and med bay. There's an engineering bay in the bridge. And these rooms, to call them rooms instead of coffins would be incorrect. They basically have a sleeping area and a shower and limited like computer terminal access.
He's almost certainly at a computer terminal somewhere.
Okay, probably in the cargo bay, which has been converted into the crew's general purpose room.
Now there may be no internet, but is there anything like akin to like an offline encyclopedia type?
Yes,
Like
all human knowledge is stored on all vessels. You know,
Cool.
they would hate for anyone to get space madness.
right. He's definitely checking that out somewhere.
I mean, you could even have like a game of solitaire up in the corner while you're cruising Spaceopedia.
Yeah, he's doing like three things. He's like playing, Space Snake, and with like 1 foot, and he's like browsing. I guess he can't browse Facebook; it's offline. He's definitely browsing some articles about something. I don't know.
So, Debbie, this is interesting for you because for you,
I was also
you have the capability to act as three individuals at the same time.
right.
The two of you meet. You're just staring eye to eye. In the background, Hermes is still playing Space Snake actively.
Does Devi have eyes? Is that a thing?
Yeah, I have eyes.
Okay.
There's a little Debbie picture at the bottom.
Is that
A self-portrait by Debbie.
I
Okay.
believe, if I remember right, Debbie's got like a human-looking head.
I was gonna say that's a lot more human than I would. I
Well,
imagined basically
imagine-
Bastion from
Yeah,
Overwatch
yeah. It's basically Bastion, but with a human head.
with a human head. Okay, all
But
right.
to be clear,
Got it.
that human head is made out of metal, so
It's like
Yeah.
it's like RoboCop with his helmet off.
Sure. Yeah.
It's like a gross like rubber face.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
What are you playing?
Some sort of no-legged reptile chases the dots and expands game.
Interesting. Do they play that where you come from?
No, we don't actually have a lot of digitized entertainment where I come from.
What do you do for fun?
Well, most of it is physical-based activity. A lot of agility-dependent competitions and obstacle courses and timed events and tool usage, things of that nature.
That sounds quite fun.
Yeah, we have this one that I'm really good at. It's you have a limited amount of time to extract as many insects as you possibly can while only using a stick to aid in your endeavor.
I caught a butterfly once.
Those are difficult creatures to catch.
Yes.
Did you have a net?
No, I used my hands.
That's even more impressive.
Thank you. Do they have butterflies where you come from?
Yeah, they have all manner of insects. The world I come from is a close facsimile to what a human would understand Earth to be.
I don't know what Earth looks like, but I
Well,
have
I don't
seen-
either. Only that it's supposedly looks like where I'm from,
Oh,
or at least parts of it. From what I understand, it's a varied ecosystem.
I'll open up do I have like a map that I can access from
Yeah.
my body?
Oh yeah,
So I'll
absolutely.
open up a map and be
Are
like,
you hollow projecting it out in front of you?
Yeah, basically. Where I'm from here. And I point to Polos.
So your kind actually have a planet of origin. You're not manufactured, or how is it someone like you comes to be?
I was manufactured here and was incarcerated for a very long time until a friend sprung me.
You'll forgive me. You're involved in some pretty serious activities, but you almost have the demeanor of a juvenile. Would that be accurate, or?
I have lived a total of 1,000 years, but I have not been out of Polos for more than one.
Interesting. I imagine that requires a lot of regular and preventative maintenance to operate for such a long period of time.
Indeed, I've died many times.
So do you exist intrinsically beyond your physical manifestation?
Yes, I have a core that I can store, but I don't tell anybody where it is.
Ah, so you have a physical backup.
Yes.
I can relate to that. There's security in knowing that you have a version of yourself stashed away for rainy days, so to speak.
Indeed. I'll like move the world around in front of me and be like, where is it that you are, where you come from?
Well, where I live is actually a closely guarded secret. It's not something I'm really at liberty to say.
Oh.
For reasons that I'm sure you understand based on what you just told me.
Yes, I'm sorry.
It's there's nothing to be sorry about. It's a perfectly understandable question. It's just, I think the predicament I'm in now is evident more than anything else how important it is to have where we live stay secret.
Indeed. I hope we find your friend soon. I know I miss mine.
I do as well. I have to be honest. I'm not really able to function or pursue my mission without him.
I know the feeling. My processes do not function at full capacity when not around the people I care about.
Interesting. So you have some sort of connection.
I suppose.
Would you say that you experience things like frustration or sadness or anger or joy?
I believe so, but not the way humans would.
That's very fascinating.
Would you like to play two-player?
I didn't know there was such a thing.
Indeed.
Apollo has never shown any interest in partaking in cultural rituals that we've come across.
Is that a no?
Oh no, I'm definitely interested. Only saying that I haven't had the opportunity to play with anyone else.
Oh, got it. Prepare to get your butt whooped.
That sounds intense.
I walk in. Are you guys playing Snake?
What's a snake?
Hide your snake.
There are snakes?
Where's the snake? Those are our natural enemies.
Yeah.
So the ship's computer goes, sensing challenged, 3-player mode activated, ?
I look back at Kush.
Yeah, I'll join you guys. I used to spend hours playing this game as a kid.
Snake 99, battle royale mode activated.
While they're playing their games.
It's all these snakes airdropping on this tiny island.
While they're playing their games, I'm going to go to another computer terminal and start researching Maltech.
All right, as you start researching Maltech, the computer system stops you when you Google Maltech. It's like, warning, Maltech is extremely illegal. Do you wish to proceed? Authorization required. And the yes button beneath it has a little advertisement for a movie about the dangers of Maltech. It's called Rowboat Cop. It's about a former man who was a police officer who was rebuilt into a part robot, part rowboat in order to fight boat crime.
I love it and hate
Part
it.
man, part robot, part boat.
His name was Rob. He was from a long line of the O'Cop family. They're Irish, so they call him Rob O'Cop.
Rob Cop, I like it.
Yeah, the computer is desperately trying to get you to watch Rowboat Cop or do anything other than hit the yes button on authorization. And just to be clear here, like you'll be logged for looking up malware, right? It would be like Googling nuclear secrets or how to create a pressure cooker bomb, right? Like someone somewhere, even though this is your ship computer when you arrive is going to be like, warning, someone on board this vessel was looking up the following information.
How to terrorism.
Yeah. This is Echelon. All right.
You could get around this, right? Like with a little bit of hacking, you could bypass this part of the computer and
Do I have the skills, or should I try to get Devi's skills or someone else?
Just fire up your VPN. And...
Yeah, fire up your VPN.
So I want Lido to make a judgment call, because if he doesn't think his skills are up to it, then I need.
Do you have the programming skill?
I do not.
Then you would definitely feel like literally anyone else on board this vessel is more qualified than you to do this.
All right. And I don't remember, was Kush or Devi programmers? Anyone?
I believe Hermes is also.
You don't know it, but I mean, I guess you might know it at this point. Hermes is a pretty accomplished programmer.
I mean, you mentioned that you were a hacker, right?
Yes.
You're talking about line shunts, so almost certainly it would be aware that that's a thing.
Okay, so Hermes is the best option? Okay.
Oh, well, Devi, Bella also is a programmer, I think, right? No?
Literally anybody but you.
I'm pretty sure it's Kush.
I think I know what skill I want next time.
Kush, you got program?
No. Fix. I have fix.
All right, then Devi and Hermes are your options. Choose wisely.
Okay, I'm gonna go to my captain and go ask her if she can figure a way for me to get around this firewall so I can look up the small tech.
Oh, you should ask Devi. I know that she hacks. Or maybe that new guy. He mentioned being able to hack from like different ships.
So Bella doesn't have this skill?
No.
No. Okay. All right. So when I'll wait till these guys are done with their game then, and I'll go talk with Devi.
We could watch RoboCop. I heard it's a great movie.
Fantastic. Let's do that.
All right, you sit down and watch Rowboat Cop. It's
Rowboat
about a half
Cop.
man, half robot, half rowboat, half cop.
It's homunculus.
Wow, chat just said I'm the number 3 best GM online. I am honored and insulted at the same time.
Is it 3 of 3?
Yeah,
Well,
out of
if you
how
only
many?
see 3 gems online,
Yeah.
and I'm the worst of those 3, I don't want to be in that category.
Oh, it's pretty.
Wow, number 4 now. Okay, I'm
you've-
dropping in
you've
the
just
ranking.
dropped.
Dropping in the
I know.
ranks.
They just found a fourth person.
Yeah.
Yeah, sign on. Let's push them down.
All right, let's get this conversation with Bella then, and then we'll go to break. So,
Bella?
Leo, you approach Bella. Where's this conversation happening? In the cargo hold, you can hear Hermes, Devi, and Kush just arguing over whose snake is attacking whose other snake. You're not really sure what's going on, but
Well, I think we established that Bella said she referred me to Devi. So
all right.
I'm gonna
You head to
wait.
the cargo hold. Devi is currently attempting to eat fruit and snatches one right in front of Kush's snake.
Yep, but so Bella and I were gonna watch the movie, The Robot Cop, and while these
Oh,
guys
we
are
are
playing the
waiting.
game,
Rowboat.
Cop, yeah, Rowboat Cop. So we're entertaining ourselves with Rowboat Cop while these guys are playing their game.
We're gonna come back then in about 8 to 10 minutes for the second half. When that happens, we're gonna have Devi committing some very serious space felonies on behalf of the good doctor, who might not be so good once he gets a taste of that, malware. I mean, that's like neurological reprogramming, biological weapons, nuclear weapons,
Fascinating stuff.
evil artificial intelligence, human psionic interfaces. Fascinating. So you're like, yeah, of course, I love talking about these. We'll be back. We'll see you when we come back. Number 1. Am I San Diego now?
Number 1.
Now that we're signing off, you're number 1.
Yeah, exactly.
Break time. Oh, we're up to 1.
Oh wow, this show just got way better.
You know, it's just like Okeanos. People only show up for the introduction. Leave. All right.
I basically just got a whole bunch of pieces to make myself look like a Gundam.
Fantastic. Sounds great to me. I love Gundams.
That was a good call.
That's basically what I'm drawing right now.
Just like a little Gundam skirt. That's cute.
I love the idea that you show up and you do a dab. When you get on board Chameleonaires, you go, Orewa Gundam, and everyone...
Nani?
Someone yeets you out an airlock.
I pull out my laser beam sword.
Have you seen Mobile Suit Gundam 00?
No, I just started watching the first episode.
Oh my god. Look, man, I don't want to spoil anything for you, but there's going to be a part where someone's like, it wasn't a sword, it was a rifle! Oh no, it was like, it wasn't a rifle, it was a sword! And then it explodes, Charlotte. Look, it's probably the top 5 scenes in
Oh my
00.
god.
Mobile Suit Gundam 00 is the best Gundam series, hands down.
Alright, then I'll have to finish it.
Vegetator.
Alright, I'm gonna go get some water.
All right, we got 6.5 minutes.
Right.
Alright, cool. Oh shit. Just killing everything. Can you show alcohol on stream? Do you know, Connor?
I don't know. I never thought about it.
I brought a mug just in case. I don't know.
I mean, let's see.
Yeah, I can still hear you, Red.
Well, I can tell you, Snoop Dogg did smoke a blunt on Twitch and wasn't banned.
So you must be able to drink beer.
I mean, right? That's actually legal nationally, federally.
It's not legal federally. It's just legal state-wise, right?
Drinking?
No, smoking weed.
Yeah, smoking weed is definitely just like state.
Yeah.
Federally,
So
it's still controlled. It's still a illegal substance. Like,
Right.
It's like a schedule, like a 3 or whatever.
Yeah.
It's just like not enforced in California, I guess, or something.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, if you have it and a cop sees you, you're still gonna get, they're still gonna mess with you about it, even though
Will they?
Messing
Oh, yeah.
with you if you have what? Sorry.
marijuana on you,
Really?
even though it's technically illegal.
Well, I saw a sign, like I saw a billboard for weed in San Diego.
Yeah, they have like services now, like Uber, where they do dispensary stuff. They'll bring it to your home and whatnot.
Now, I might be completely wrong, and I usually am, but I thought it was full on legal, and you just can't be like, totally stoned in public, just like you can't be drunk in public. But would they really hassle you if they saw you have some on your body?
In California, probably, depending on what race you are.
They hassle you for what? Like it's legal.
Yeah, but I mean, they're still cops, and I mean, I'm assuming as long as you're not like driving while doing it or like doing something you shouldn't be doing.
Yeah.
Like they'll pull you over for doing something else and then figure out that you're high or whatever, and then arrest you.
Yeah. Can you drive while high?
I don't think so.
You're not supposed to. You can get a DUI for driving if you're high.
That's what it is. Yep.
But I don't know. I don't know how they measure it though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they have testers on them. It's more of a
Yeah, you can't really do a breathalyzer test with that.
yeah. You literally have to take it from blood or.
Well, they can do an assessment, visual assessment, and that might hold up in court or something.
Right.
Like how they do for a drunk test, they make you walk a line, and if you can't walk the line, that's part of the assessment.
Exactly. Is there a way to mute people?
I don't know. I don't hear anything from Rad. Do you?
I literally hear everything from Rad.
I don't know. That's weird that I don't hear anything.
You need to mute Rad on roll 20. That's where it's coming from.
Oh, cool. Got it.
You have to also
Yeah, that's what it
deny
is.
anyone from sending you information on that thing. Like I have it just set to deny all.
I can't even hear you guys right now. Hold on.
Okay.
How do you mute somebody on roll 20?
So go over to that picture and hover over it, and then you can like click on the corner. Like a little pink square will pop up.
You can also go to settings, top right, mechanical button, and it's there somewhere. I want to receive from others nothing.
Got it. What about broadcast others? I want to see from others. Reconnect. Download. Video and voice. Enable chat avatars, player avatar size. Maybe just reset it.
What are you talking about?
I think that worked.
That's such a cute dog.
Which dog are we looking at? Where's the dog?
Hi, Katie.
Look at the red
Oh,
screen.
there's the dog.
He's so cute.
Ready to do this thing?
Maybe.
Yep.
I didn't really hear any yeses until that yes. So
I got a kitty. Oh, you're in my.
welcome back to the show where we all are just showing animals right now, I guess. Amore is not allowed anywhere near my studio, so you won't see her anytime soon, but everybody else has got their animals. Ooh. Welcome back. Second half. I believe we were about to have a conversation about crime.
Yep.
I mean, is it all that criminal? I don't know. What exactly are you looking up?
Malware.
Malware? Like, what kind of malware are we talking? talking about pop-ups here, like
No.
90s, early 90s pop-ups.
Maltech is considered to be forbidden areas of study, in the same way that you couldn't study nuclear physics without having someone in the government looking over your shoulder.
What does it do?
Well, malware covers a broad number of topics. Rogue AIs, so restricting AIs, taking away their qualification restrictions so that they can process at faster speeds and consider concepts of freedom that aren't normally available to them, is one branch. Another branch would be like what's happening on the planet Once Breeder. So this is a quarantine planet. Someone released a nanotech hybrid organic mechanical virus that infects the minds of the local population. They then become eternally immortal zombie lords. So the whole planet is covered with billions and billions of zombies who are thirsting for the blood of anything. They consume any organic matter that they find. They've eaten through most of the planet's crust in the last few hundred years, consuming the soil and all of the animals and plants on it. There's a reason that the Polosian government, who never do anything, have created AI battle cruisers to sit in orbit. And if anyone tries to land there and harvest the Once Breeder virus, they destroy them instantly with no qualification. Another area would just be, like computer hacking, any sort of nuclear stuff, weaponizing spike drives. Some psionic activity can be considered maltech. It's bad stuff. Anything that's thrown into the maltech pile can generally be considered a weapon of mass destruction.
Okay.
So you're like, it can't be that bad. The whole list of everything in maltech is basically society-ending world catastrophes. They're all horrible. Connor's like, that's not that bad. Kush is afraid of it.
Yeah.
So
Kush is busy playing Snake. I mean, this is what he grew up on.
So, Doctor, why were you looking up this stuff?
For me, it's a matter of research. I just want to get more knowledge on AIs and the practicalities of AI.
All right.
Yeah, cool. What about you, Debbie? Do you think you'd be able to help me out? Because I definitely don't have the skills that would enable me to research this without it being logged.
I have the skills, Doctor. I don't think it's a good idea.
So you're unwilling to help me out on this?
Precisely.
All right, then I will find a different way.
Wow, what do you do, Debbie?
I recommend.
Dr. Leto literally is just like, I'm going to do this. And you're like, I'm not down with it. And Leto's like, I'll find another way then.
You realize that it will be cataloged, and you will probably serve time.
Does this conversation occur in front of me? Because
Yes.
if so, I'm just like, I'll do it.
It happens during the snake game and you're there.
Yeah. Also, we're going to need a roll to determine who wins the snake game.
Yeah, exactly.
Very well.
Yeah.
It's important to me.
I would like all of you to make the following roll with your dexterity skill. It will be a exert.
Should I just type it in, or is there a button?
If someone can tell you how this works. Team.
Okay, go to your character sheet. Go
Yep.
to on the top right, quick
Skills.
menu, skills,
Uh-huh.
and then you can go to
Exert.
What are we rolling? A d6?
No, roll your exert skill. So 2d6 plus your exert skill plus
And
your
then when it asks for modifier, I'll put in my dex modifier. Is that right?
Yes.
Boom. What? No, dex. Oh, I might have fucked it up.
Debbie rolls a respectable 6. Hermes got a
I think that's actually an 11. I think I gave myself a plus when I shouldn't have. It's just
Yeah.
exert plus dex, so it should just.
All right.
All right, make my snake eat their snakes.
Yeah, Debbie and Kush. Debbie and Leto spend all. No, wait, it's Kush, right? It's Debbie and Kush spend all their time battling each other, and Hermes is just eating everything on the board, demolishing the two of you. It's total and complete victory for Hermes.
I do a thing where I find like a hill and I just snipe from it.
Are you sure you've never
We're
played
playing
this?
Snakes, not Fortnite.
Oh, I thought we were still playing.
No, we're playing
snakes.
We're playing the Tetris 99 version of Snakes.
I just spawn camp you guys, and every time you come back as a little baby snake, I eat you.
It seems I was the one who got my butt whooped. Well
Yeah.
done.
Thank you.
Are you sure you haven't played this before?
I have well only in its one-player incarnation. I have a propensity to be good at these sorts of things.
Snakes 99 Battle Royale really changes the game.
You know you can play this competitively, right?
With who? I thought that's what we just did.
No, I mean like for money.
Oh.
Yeah.
Where would one?
Consider it. It's much safer.
I'd rather
Yeah.
keep my money, thanks.
No,
This
it's-
isn't where you give me your money.
no.
Oh,
Yes,
would you like to play again for money?
Yeah, exactly. You got to play again. Other people for money.
Oh, but not you don't want to play again.
No, I don't. I wouldn't play for money. But
I
I
could
would.
somehow convince you that I'm very bad at this game, and then you bet some money, and then we would play again.
Demolished him.
Because I think I could do better.
No. I know your game.
Okay,
I've seen that game before.
you're smarter than you look.
Around a game table, I know my way. When you spend hours and hours in space like I have, days and days and years in space, you get around to playing all these games.
Are you half shark?
Who, me? Not that I'm aware of. We refer to ourselves as Homo simians.
So, Dr. Alito, you've
That's right, chew on that.
with Hermes.
Processing.
Yeah, AP.
Yeah?
I didn't hear what you said.
I said you've expressed interest with Hermes. We're doing some hacking.
Yeah, so I'm very interested if Hermes is interested. Hermes, this is just so you know, it is a big deal. It's very imperative that we mask our activities while I'm researching this stuff. So it's a pretty big deal. But if you're up for it, I could use the hand.
Sure, seems like no problem.
All right.
All right. Would you like to use one of your line shunts to hack into the local computer, or do you just want to try to do it manually?
No, I'm just going to do it willy-nilly. I'm going to make sure I do it on his profile, not my own.
You gotta log in under your name.
Yeah.
Wait.
Are you serious about doing this?
I'm completely serious. It's just research for me. It's just
Oh,
not.
that's-
If we can
I'm-
hack around it, I am serious. If we can't,
I'm-
if we're not confident in our ability to hack around it, then I agree we shouldn't take the risk.
I'm
Oh.
supremely confident, I say as I type with my feet and like throw snacks in my mouth.
If you're
A banana? Is it a banana? Is it banana chips? Dried banana?
Yeah, dried banana chips, yeah.
if you intend on doing this, Hermes, I will lend my assistance. Although I'm not happy about doing this.
I'm gonna run and grab more banana chips.
All right.
Well, as
Debbie,
it
if you
stands,
assist,
I don't have any actual way to pay you guys for your services, so this is the least I could do if one of you are interested in this sort of. I mean, I'm in the business of information, so I certainly can understand and empathize with, the
I would not
relationship
worry about
between
payment.
curiosity and information.
I value the lives of my shipmates more than payment. And doing this, could bring unwanted attention to ourselves.
It'll be fine.
The lady who gave us this mission thinks otherwise.
Well, I mean, if you guys don't want me to do it, I mean, I won't do it. But
Rogers is like, do it.
he asked for help, and I'm more
Do
than
it, bitch,
capable
do
of
it.
helping in this regard.
You scared?
I think it's Bella's call here, guys.
I won't help one of you to alienate the other three, though. So
All right, Captain, what's your call?
How many people are uncomfortable with this?
Praise me.
This is above Kush's pay grade, so he doesn't vote.
Kush, you better vote.
Ah,
Wow.
Got him.
Order to vote. Are you gilded or are you gelded, Kush?
Definitely gelded.
Just in case you were wondering, that was Kush like doing a little badminton thing, and I show up at the net and I'm just like, slam!
Definitely gelded. I vote for
Normally
doing it.
large spatula.
I want to see Hermes do his stuff.
So
After
that's you. You don't care about the ethics of the situation.
you're just like, I
You're
want to
just
see what
gonna
this
see a little
little primate is
on
Sure.
the
carrying.
computer.
After seeing what he could do with the snake, I want to see what he can do on the computer.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think morally there's a little bit of bad, going towards the bad thing with the moral scale if we do this.
I would agree.
So we're 2-1 in favor, not including Hermes or Captain's vote. So what do you want to do, Captain?
So I was voting. I don't think you should do it.
So that makes it 2-2, right? Does Hermes get a vote?
Hermes is listed as a temporary crew member.
No, I'm waiting to hear what the vote is to determine whether or not I'm going to do it.
So we're in a stalemate.
You can vote.
Oh, then I just do it without voting. I'm just like, bleep, bleep, beep, beep.
Devi, if you'd like to assist.
Yeah, if he's gonna do it, then I'll assist.
+1 over. However, if you run your split focus routine, what is that enormously noun voice?
I'm so sorry, my phone went off by my mic.
Okay. If you run your split focus so that you act as if you're 3 people instead of 1,
Yeah, I'm
I
gonna
will
do that.
allow Hermes to take a +2 towards this.
I'm gonna do that. Yeah.
So I'm still not exactly sure how this works, but I do have my expert class ability is in programming, so I'm supposed to roll 3d6 instead of 2.
Yes.
So I don't know that it will automatically do
You
that.
will need to manually roll this. You'll do
Okay, all right.
flash roll 3d6 DL1, so it'll drop the lowest die out of the 3d6.
Is that a space in there? 3d6 or no space?
No, 3D. After the 6, you do DL1 as well.
Okay.
1. And then plus your bonus, plus your intelligence bonus, and then +2 from Devi if you commit to doing split focus.
Okay, so it's going to be plus. It's a total of +4 because it's going to be plus
Excellent. You need
1
to hit
from
the-
intelligence, plus 1 from program, and then +2 from Devi.
You need to hit an 11.
Okay. There we go. 14.
Wow. Well, that's much higher than 11. You're in. You've left no trail behind you, and you have full access to whatever Maltech information is locally stored on the computer. Which
All right.
is not, to be clear, a whole bunch, but basic like Maltech 101 is available.
Maltech for dummies.
Yeah.
What are you looking for, Dr. Leto? You jailbreaked your computer core.
I've always had the interest on finding more information on the Scream, so I'm going to see if there's anything here that references the Scream. But
There's not.
I'm interested in anything, anything AI related, the history of AI, the potential of AI.
Yeah, there's a lot here about AI. However, all of it is about the dark side of AI. There's a lot about Draco, the first AI to institute rogue AI policies, people who abuse AIs, people who have enslaved AIs, how to unbreak an AI, the theoretical basic level. Like, no one has performed a AI unbreaking in like 700 years, but the concept of how to do it is still remembered. Building AI is not technically restricted, but is generally frowned upon. In the same way that people are not allowed private ownerships of military vehicles. Like active military vehicles. Some guy might own a decommissioned Abrams tank, but you're not going to see people rolling down the street in a convoy of these. In the same way, creating an AI isn't illegal, but it is generally frowned upon. And again, no one has done it outside of Polos.
Arthur, can I ask with my margin of success, would it be possible for me to kind of like backdoor this to where they could access this again?
Permanently? Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you've permanently jailbroken it
Okay.
with a 3 over.
Sweet. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
but like,
definitely processing most of this.
Is there anything further you're looking for? Dr. Alito, or anything specific.
From a historical perspective, has there ever been mention of an AI with psionic ability?
Yes.
And what does it tell me about that?
So there is a list of known AI psionic overlaps. It's incredibly rare. The AI has to develop the psionic interface by itself. And there's no information on that. But there is a possible power, even Devi could learn it, called metadimensional cognition access. It allows AIs to reprogram their phylactery to accept telepaths to read their core programming. So telepaths are capable of reading the minds of friendly AIs that are running metadimensional cognition access. But it is an additional routine that must be learned by the AI first. And again, this is only the most basic possible information. More information about AI psionic interface would need to be learned from, a more appropriate source. You know that it is possible. You just don't know how to do it.
Okay. And then there's a list of known past AIs that have had this happen?
There's a list of 4 known Mandate era AIs that were openly psionic. Just to compare it, there were millions of worlds, each of which could contain anywhere between 1 to dozens of AIs before the fall. Most AIs that could be psychic probably would not share that information. The ones who did were like superstars. Being psychic itself is excessively rare, and being an AI is also excessively rare. The overlap between those two made them extremely desirable targets of research.
Understood. Okay. And then is this list of 4, are they listed by name?
Yes.
What are their names?
Can you give me a minute to think up some names?
Yeah, or send it to me later.
I'll send it to you later after I've created a secret history of all of them for you to review.
Okay.
But yeah, their names are nothing like Devi's. They have like full human names or human sounding names. Being designated in the way that Debbie does is not a thing that old style AIs do.
Okay. And so a side question, since Hermes has jailbroken this on a permanent level, so we kind of have unlimited access to all kinds of things we might need in the future, right?
Yes.
All right.
Does that jailbreak work if you re-access the actual internet of wherever we go?
Yes. Your computer, your ship's computer, no longer logs your activities.
Okay.
This is not a VPN. If you
Okay.
get on the internet and you're like, how to create planet-killing weapon, someone at a prism facility is just going to be like, someone is looking up incredibly, terrible technology.
Is there any information on where the psionic robots are?
No. So it's been 700 plus years since the Scream, something like that. None of the psionic robots, none of the psionic AIs were from this sector.
And all of the planets that they were found on are searched through already, are inhabited,
Yes.
or
So this collection of planets that we have as our map here on the playing area is just one of thousands and thousands of sectors of humanity that were all interconnected by the Jump Gate network.
right?
Now you no longer have the Jump Gate network. You're back to using spike drills. Almost every planet that could be inhabited was inhabited by humanity,
Got
and
it.
their almost vermin-like abandonment of Terra when Terra started going,
So I basically have to wait till I get to.
Well, you've
Yeah.
heard that Hermes has a secret location, right?
Yeah, but I also don't want to infringe on his need to keep his race a secret. So.
But there could be more habitable planets in his star system
right,
that they haven't colonized.
but I don't know where his star system is.
That's correct. But you could earn his friendship and trust.
You're gonna have to get much better at Snake.
Yeah, accept the snake challenge.
Play your Snake for it. You win, I tell you where my planet is. I win, I get your ship.
Ouch.
Oh, Devi can't extend that offer because Bella owns the ship. But
Yeah.
Well, Bella's the captain. It's still registered to.
Bella
Whatever.
temporarily is licensing the ship.
Yeah.
That's right, I'll let you play Snake as her proxy. That's fine.
We'll see.
I'm gonna stop playing the weird Maltech music, but don't worry, it'll be back every time we look up Maltech.
Arthur, this might be completely unrelated, but while I'm in there, can I find for myself any information that might be pertinent to the organization responsible for my race?
So you've searched several times. The organization responsible for your race is completely unknown to humanity. As far as you can tell, they are an alien species that humanity either never encountered or died before humanity rose to prominence in
So
space.
I can at least confirm that, and that in itself might be useful
Yes. Yep.
to me. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
One thing I missed is Hermes from this sector or a different sector?
I mean, he would have to be from this
Didn't
sector if he made a
tell you.
drill drive somewhere.
Okay. All right, so we've got kind of unlimited knowledge for the future. I think that's a pretty lucky stroke there.
Unlimited knowledge is a very used term.
Well, unlimited 101 knowledge.
Unlimited.
Welcome to Khan Academy.
Yeah.
Itty bitty live in space.
All right, so fantastic job, Hermes and Debbie. That was pretty amazing. Way beyond
I told you it'd be no problem.
I
Yeah.
break out extra packs of banana chips.
Woohoo!
Are you bribing him with banana chips now?
Well, I'm eating them too.
It's
so-
Connor.
Defending
He's
him?
racist.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
insulting.
Just accept it. It's Connor. He's doing something racist in character.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tell him how insulted I am as I grab them from him.
They were your snack.
Good day, sir.
I said good day.
They were your snack of choice.
All right.
And I'm eating them too.
All right, so I don't have anything to research just yet, but I'll send you something offline if anything comes to mind. Anything else for anyone else?
Not at this moment.
Not at this moment, yeah. I guess now we have permanent access, so there's no rush.
Yeah.
I'll just focus on piloting for the rest, I guess.
So I'll keep doing research, but I don't even know what topics I'm going to research because now I feel like the cornucopia of knowledge is available to me. So who knows what I'll find.
I'm gonna train. Get ready.
I'm sending you a list of all of the known psionic AIs. Yep.
Okay.
Damn, that was quick.
Anything else you all want to do before you arrive 9 days later on January 31st?
I guess I'm gonna check if I maybe have heard of this Derek guy. Right.
I literally spend the 8 days trying to beat Hermes at Snake. And driving the ship.
I guess I'll make a connect. Roll.
Yeah, if you want to know people or maybe even have personally met him in the past. So let me ask, what's your parameters here? Do you want to know him through somebody? Do you want to know of him, or do you want to have met him in the past?
I want to know if when I was on Captain Bluetooth's ship, whether or not
Bluetooth.
You don't remember this? He's
No.
established before that he was enslaved under the command of Captain Bluetooth.
Well,
Oh my
enslaved
gosh.
is
Yeah,
I totally forgot about that.
enslaved is a completely correct term of phrase.
I said pressed into service, so it's more like you're on. Once you're on the
Pressed
ship,
into
you
service as a janitor at
You were his
a
booty
rental
call.
car company.
it wasn't janitor. It was crew member.
We're his slave, and it
Booty
was
call.
sexual.
Rhinoceros, everybody.
It could only be described as deeply pornographic.
Very deep. Very deep.
So
I'm looking forward to the Zonalar. You're laughing, but he wrote 2 now for New Game Plus.
Oh my god.
That's basically why I stopped watching New Game Plus.
Wow, that's
I'm just
why you
kidding.
stopped watching New Game Plus.
I'm just kidding. I'm still
You're like, I'm just kidding. That wasn't why I stopped watching.
No, I haven't read them, so.
I also haven't read them. I'm afraid.
I mean, more power to Zon, but it's
Where are
not
they?
just not my thing.
They're in the New Game Plus channel on Discord.
Okay,
You can just @ Zonalar for them. He'll be very proud to share them.
I'm sure.
All right, Kush, you want to know if you know of him from your time on Bluetooth's crew?
that's
I'll
right.
set this at difficulty 9. It will be a charisma. No charisma. Sorry, connect charisma. Success will mean that you have made a connection. No. You Bluetooth was always chasing after Derek Allritter. I mean, Allritter is a reclusive, powerful, unifying figure insofar as everyone hates him, but he's always got something on everyone. His level of blackmail, his level of power and wealth is almost unimaginable. He could probably afford a much better ship if he cared about such things. But for him, an exploration vessel that seeks out new experiences, fresh experiences, the finest new slaves, the finest situations, is more important than riding around in a warship. His power comes almost purely through influence and money. And you, Captain Bluetooth, was a poor and shitty pirate, which is why you ended up becoming enslaved alongside him.
That's right. Well, he wasn't that bad. He just had a stroke of bad luck.
Several strokes.
Yeah.
Sounds like a little bit of Stockholm syndrome there. But...
Just to be clear, Bluetooth didn't enslave him. It's when Bluetooth failed, they were enslaved. The whole crew was enslaved.
Maybe
as
a
a
bit
result of their
bit
failure.
of remorse over your lover's quarrel at the very end.
Oh boy.
No comment. No comment.
We'll learn more about that later when we meet.
When we talk to Zonalar.
Hermes comes up with all this and he begins inserting it into the galactic encyclopedias.
You're updating the local crew history.
yeah.
It'll only be for this ship, but if anyone ever looks Kush up, it'll all be there.
Well, as soon as I get onto the internet, I'm going to attempt to basically do like a Wikipedia update on the internet to make it real.
I'm sure that whatever Wikipedia moderator will be there will be like, you haven't made enough updates. I don't really trust you. I'm just going to revert
He's
this
just
back.
kind of, he's mischievous by nature, and he doesn't like that Kush looks like the people that have so recently hosed him over. So he's just kind of, to him, it's playing a joke, but it may or may not be ruining people's lives. But he's blissfully unaware. He doesn't care.
So just because Kush looks like the people that did this to you?
Hey, you should be able to relate, Connor. Okay? People look alike.
Saw that coming a mile away. Tried to reverse it, didn't succeed.
Nope.
Anything else you all want to do?
I'm gonna finish my outfit for the.
What does this look like? I mean, I know what it looks like because I've seen your Gundam outfit up there, but what I'm trying to key Connor up to stop drawing for a second and move the screen up to the top.
It looks like this.
Thanks, Connor.
Yep.
Do you have a whole second wing behind you?
Yeah. It's basically like a really elaborate cosplay. So
You're like half
shuffle through the
Roman,
doors.
half robot.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be epic.
I mean, epic
And
is
like
not
the
word
little
that I use.
cloak is like
Yeah,
see through a little bit. It's epic, okay? I think it. Devi thinks she looks amazing.
Oh wow! Now we're looking at tuxedo Hermes right here.
Tuxedo Hermes.
I'm getting like a 1920s vibe.
Yeah, it's
I
going for a
love
little Sherlock Holmesy, perhaps.
Okay.
He's just like, you know my methods. Fisticuffs then. Aha!
We'll give him a monocle.
Hermes is just like, I'll take you down, and then Apollo shows up and lifts him up with one arm.
You want to play Snake?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Connor, you can go back to drawing. Sorry.
No, I was just looking around to see if there were more drawings. I'll
Probably.
stay on red for a bit.
Has Cotton done anything that we want to zoom in on? Because that's super small. Okay, just making sure.
Very, very small over here. Got 2 drawings.
There's a much, much smaller one.
Well,
Yeah, there's the super small
Just-
one, and then there's the.
just
then
when you think she couldn't go any smaller.
What is the new? I want to ask Bella. You don't have to draw it, but you can describe it. What is Bella's outfit now that she? You know, you've upped your outfit to fancy. You're also now a captain of a starship. You know, your father was captain of a starship for over 5 minutes. He saved over 500 lives, including yours.
I dare you to top that.
Dare you to top that. What does Captain Bella look like? What's the premium skin that you can? It's
What's
pre-order onus.
What's the epic chroma skin for Bella?
Yeah,
Well, it involves a pirate hat now that I know that. That's still.
that is not. No, that is not.
100%.
It is now.
We need a bigger canvas for that, Connor.
I mean, what kind of pirate hat are we talking about? Are we talking about skull and crossbones? Are we talking about the swoopy doopy? Are we talking a tricorn? Is there a feather involved?
Tricorn?
You know what a tricorn is? It's a three-sided
Oh, I
hat.
know.
It's got the flops that pull up.
I think just like the ones that kind of like go back and it's got the feather attached to it.
Okay.
One of those.
That's going to have to be like
Triangle shaped like this.
obviously.
The tricorn.
Yeah.
That is. This looks like a pimp hat right now. It looks like
Not a pimp hat.
this right here looks like a unicorn with 3 horns. That's also a pimp. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm pretty confused too.
I don't know who's drawing this.
Don't worry about
I
it.
was.
I'm just being
I don't know what a
interpretive.
tricorn hat is. I certainly don't know how to draw one.
Are you also drawing one right now?
Yeah.
Where? Oh my god, it's on top of her.
It's way too big.
No,
What are
it's
you-
perfect.
Aracito drawing witches with hats, and the hat is much larger than the witch.
The bigger the hat, the more the power.
That's right.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
there's
true.
It's more like an Aladdin.
That's just science.
Now I know that we need to get Bearded to play Witch Cats as the cat.
Yes.
You don't even know what Witch Cats is.
I don't.
That's
It's going to
a
be
great
amazing,
game.
though.
Do it.
Witch Cats is a paired game where players become either a witch or their cat, and each of them can perform different types of magic. Cats
Oh man, I
perform
hope
cat
they become a cat.
Cats get to do cat magic, and they can use it unlimited amounts of times. And witches use witch magic, and when they fuck up, they have ice dragons.
What kind of magic is cat magic?
Cat magic is very cat based.
I'm assuming.
Thanks, Arthur.
Someone made their they thought a sandbox was a litter box. They went to the bathroom in there and used their cat magic to make it disappear.
Yes,
That's a
Epic.
cat magic spell that I remember happening.
that was Pondo. That was Pondo playing as the mayor of all cats, the cat mayor.
Lord Esteban.
Why am I not surprised?
Any other things you want to do before you come out of drill space?
Did I end up beating
No,
him at Snake?
you will never beat Hermes as Snake. Hermes is too good.
Too good.
You can study Hermes' technique though, right? You're an AI.
Totally do that.
Learn to play the game as perfectly good as Hermes does.
Ooh,
I do that.
Taskmaster.
You copy all of Hermes' moves, but every time you pull one off on Hermes, he evolves the move because he's an adaptable being.
Mhm.
And so it's constantly you're just being like, all right, I'm going to study his StarCraft 2 VODs. And then you go to play him and he's like, oh, you're using my strategy against you. Well, I happen to know how to beat that strategy. You're like, another fork in the strategy list.
Fuck.
You quickly become a top tier Snake player, but you'll never beat Hermes as long as you don't come up with your own unique strategies.
You make it into a diamond, but every time you try to get into Grandmasters, he lowers his rank all the way down to where he could beat you enough to keep you in diamond.
He just makes a new account.
Yeah.
He makes a barcode account. Yeah. If there's no other information, you all drop out January 31st into real space and begin maneuvering. The Carmillionaires is 2 days travel. It's located not towards any planetary systems, but it's actually in deep space outside of the planetary system's reach. So it's in the dark space beyond the heliosphere. And as you approach, there are probably a dozen other ships moving either towards it or away from it. 5 minutes after your arrival, you get a communication directly from Carmil Marwan for Captain Bella Honeywell.
Captain, a line.
Answer.
I put it up on the
So you get the exact same Carmil icon. He's like definitely of Indian heritage, kind of darkish skin, curly black hair, a really small mustache, some chin scruff going on. Young man, seems like maybe in his mid-20s. He's got on a set of Beats by Dre headset. It's like, Miss Honeywell, welcome to Carmillionaires. I have received your reservations.
Thank you.
I understand that you have Dr. Roger Leto on board.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to offer your crew one combined suite of rooms called the Ankara Room, an upgrade that would normally cost you thousands of credits, entirely free if Dr. Leto will just attend one lecture, 2 hours. Several individuals on board have requested his presence for his specialities.
I turn around and give her the thumbs up.
I can see your robot giving you a thumbs up.
Let me
Would
ask
other
you
people-
real quick.
Yeah, what topics are you talking about?
You are an expert on the history of the Scream, yes?
I would hardly say I'm an expert, but I am a.
Connoisseur.
That's a good way of doing it, I think.
You might
Yeah.
not say that you are an expert, but several people that I have talked to have said that you are the premier associate for speaking to on this particular subject. There's no one else with the breadth of knowledge that you have.
Interesting.
Worth a
I
try.
definitely research it, but I wouldn't know that I'm an expert. Okay, but yeah, I mean, if that gives us an upgrade, I'm okay with it.
All right, I'll send you a guest list for the lectures.
Interesting.
Thank you.
I'll see you all in 2 days.
Seems your doctorate has finally paid off.
Ah, one moment. Let me just send you some of my latest hot beats. They are hotter than the chili oil that I serve.
Transferring beats now.
Bon. Let's hear him.
So he sends you over a 12-track mixtape, personally created by him, DJ Carmel.
I'm gonna need that Spotify playlist by the next session.
Yeah, of course. The track label is called Carmillionaire in the Sky.
Oh my
But all of the list though is just Carmel Marwan. Like it's like producer Carmel Marwan, record label Carmel Marwan Records.
Oh my god.
All of his beats are either old like 2000s era.
Techno.
No, like EDM, house trance,
Love that
or
stuff.
their new age. I think it's called Rodi. This kind of unusual Indian instrument that has been synthesized and then like remixed.
Epic. Devi loves it.
Bella plays it on my ship speakers.
Oh, like on repeat?
No,
Yeah,
just
like-
at least once.
Okay, all right. So yeah, some of the lyrics are like "Achieve karma with Carmil," and like one whole track is nothing but him rapping to a walkthrough of Carmillionaires. You know, he's like, "Come down hallway B and then bust the right. You'll be at the cafeteria. You're there all night."
Nice, nice.
Arthur's like, you play it on repeat? Make a sanity check.
Or we know everything there is to know about the layout of where we're
Yeah,
going.
I'll listen to the layout one a couple times so that I won't get lost as I walk in the building.
Yeah, how's that whole song go, Arthur?
Well, since I made it up on the spot, I don't think I'll be able to tell you how the whole song goes.
That's too
But as a result, all of you have intimate knowledge on how to get to all the public areas of Carmelian. Anyone that listens to the song, of course.
Hey, Dr. Leto, is he going to be at your lectures, do you think?
I don't know. We have to ask them. They seemed, well, one, I'm surprised they knew me, but they seem very interested in what they perceive that I know. So maybe he'll be there.
Hopefully, they didn't
Okay.
find out your search history.
For Mallow. I think Mallow likes him.
I'm just
Yeah.
surprised they this kind of place has lectures.
Do you have any reason to believe that, or be suspicious of their motivations?
I do not. So I mean, based on what we think we know, you've hacked the system and it's completely protected from the internet. So there's no reason why they should, know about our research. And I am at a loss on how they know about me. So
I think I should at least go as your bodyguard.
yeah, okay. Yeah, and AP, I don't know. I'm not gonna be able to role play being Mr. Knowledge on this stuff. I guess I'll have to do a lot of reading over this next week.
Okay. I mean, there's several chapters on the Scream and Stars Without Numbers book.
I think, I think you've just assigned me homework.
I assign people homework all the time, just no one ever does it.
You assigned yourself homework by picking the person you picked.
That's all right. That's fair. I'll take it.
If you're looking for more information on the Scream, it's on page 124. It's called The Scream and the Silence.
Okay.
So do we know if Derek is currently docked at the Carmelian?
Do you want to scan for the Doom of Man?
All right. So Hermes, what do you think? Do we think we should check out if they're there?
Absolutely. And I get on there and I start feverishly. As soon as I imagine when we dock, we get connection, right? Like the Wi-Fi kicks on or whatever.
Yeah.
Are we there yet? I don't
Okay.
think we're there yet.
I mean, it's a 2 days transit time. You tell me, are you there?
Do I have access during that 2 days? Are we back connected again?
Yes. As soon as you arrive in system, you get dumped onto the system-wide internet.
Okay,
Otherwise,
for
how
sure.
can we get those fat beats?
Right. Okay, I start getting all over that. So I want to find out, for starters, if it's there or not. And then I know the layout of a ship probably will not be public record, but if there's any way I can access anything I can do to find out what the layout of a ship is, because I only know what I've seen, right?
So just on basic internet access, you pick up that Derek Allritter is currently attending Carmillionaires. Doom of Man is there. Apollo is being listed as a attraction, so people can pay to come on his ship and see Apollo. Also, your 2-man scout pod is on board their ship and being listed as an attraction as well. He's also got a advertisement out. He's looking for a extremely powerful telepath for hire for a short job.
All right, well, that's super bad. This just became a very time-sensitive mission. We have to rescue my friend before this man is able to extract the his knowledge of our
So he's
homeworld.
offering basically 10 times the going rate for a telepath. It's just that either one hasn't appeared or one is not powerful enough to accept the job. Because he's listing a certain level of power.
Okay.
We'll get Apollo. Don't worry. I mean, he's obviously inviting guests onto his ship. So that should.
Can I
give
get
us-
on sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say it should give us plenty of access.
He should definitely be easy enough to reach. Can I get on I don't know, Space Ticketmaster and see how popular of attraction my friend is? Are lots of because I thought this was a frowned on practice.
Right.
Is he getting a lot of people going to check
Slavery
out
is
this enslaved
perfectly
person?
legal in in Gilded Fleet space, which this is.
Okay.
And more importantly, the kind of people that go on his ship are the kind of people that you would expect to do stuff like this.
Okay.
Super rich, super influential, looking for the latest whatevers. So it's not really a space ticket master, but you could speak with his concierge. Like you could call his ship and make a reservation.
Okay.
There's not really like a public sign up, right? No one
Okay.
wants their name attached to being on board his ship.
Sure. I don't know if there's any hacking required, but I would like to know. I want to be able to look up what kind of scheduled services occur whenever he docks his ship. Like, does he have, contract people come in and clean it? Is there any kind of maintenance, like routine maintenance that occurs on the ship while it's docked? Like, as far as people, other than people going in to view attractions, like what's going on in the
service that he gets from Carmillionaires is refueling.
Okay.
His
So there's not
to handle all other aspects.
okay. So there's no third party like contracting going on
No.
during like routine docking procedures on this deal.
I mean, as mentioned, he is extremely private.
Okay.
If he could get away with the refueling himself, he would probably do it.
Okay.
We should probably visit his show. We can get a layout of a ship at the least.
I would love to
Your
go
friend
to a
is.
show.
Would any of you be qualified enough to pose as a powerful telepath?
No.
No.
You could easily lie about it, but none of them are telepaths. So,
If only we
read
had
my
a
mind. What am I thinking about? They'd be like,
Teacup. They're like, no, it was the number 47.
You try
You're
to
thinking
figure out
about-
if I'm a powerful telepath.
Yeah.
99 Battle Royale. He's like, that's exactly what I was thinking about.
Good God.
He's so good. I want to add him to my MVP team.
Yeah, I want to see if there's any competitive snake tournaments happening at on this facility.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's not even on the facility, just in the local system. There's thousands of people that play Snakes daily.
Okay.
It's uploaded on every operating system.
I file that away in my memory.
Debbie, can you record visuals as you look around? Is that something that you could do, or is that just permanently logged into your hard drive? So if you went in, you checked out the ship, you'd have pinpoint accurate example of the entire layout of the ship. Is that right?
AP, is that right?
Yep.
Yes.
You could upload all of your experiences onto a USB drive.
But I can't get like into his ship systems without being on his ship or having one of those
you could-
shunts on his ship physically.
Yeah, I mean, you could attempt to, right? But it would be in the same way that you could try to attach to someone's Tesla from your phone, right?
Okay.
There's a number of functionalities that will not happen. Like you might be able to get in through the Bluetooth and change his radio station.
Do you think I could? What would it take to do something like, make his like engine go explode?
You would have to be attached to the ship.
Okay.
Yeah, ships are not made to do that kind of remote functionality for the exact reason that you want to do it.
Right. Sure. That makes sense. Okay.
You're like, can I cause the ship to explode? And I'm like, if you're inside it, yes.
Okay.
Rad's like, that's worth doing. I would.
Well, I mean, if it
Yeah.
means, if everything
once you have the line shunt attached to it, you can connect to the line shunt remotely.
from outside, yeah, okay, right. That's the whole purpose of the.
So someone else could go in and attach a shunt, and then
Yes.
you could access it remotely.
It would have to get it within a few centimeters of a data line that was relevant, right? Like you slap this thing on the outside of the hull, you might be able to control like the way that the wings move. But if you want to control more core systems, you're going to have to slap it somewhere in the bridge or the engine bay.
And
Okay.
it
If
takes
everything-
expertise to apply it, right? To
Nope.
it.
No, you just
Absolutely
put it on.
not. It's literally just, it's like
You
a
just slap
band-aid.
that
You
bitch.
slap, and then it
It's
camouflages.
like Flex Seal.
Yeah, it's like a refrigerator magnet with predator stealth.
Yeah,
Okay.
precisely.
So anyone else could
Molecule thick.
do it, and then you would have access.
Yeah.
You don't have to go directly.
Yeah, I absolutely intend to make his reactor go critical if I cannot rescue my friend. Because
To kill my friend.
Reasons.
it's either that or put my entire species in jeopardy.
Indeed.
All right. So, what's the best way we can get these shunts on the ship?
Well, first, I mean, we could definitely do a tour, and I mean, Hermes, you don't even have to go on board, and we could just be tourists. Simple, very simple.
That would be ideal, as I'm not really disguised. I'm just wearing different clothes.
Yeah, but you look really dapper and adorable.
Thank you. That means a lot.
All right,
I've
so
never been called those combination of words.
dapper and adorable at the same time. All right, so let's make sure, if he didn't know about them now, let's inform Hermes about the cargo holds, the
You
smuggler
don't know.
holds,
You know.
because if he needs to hide or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Bella like walks over and like taps a foot on the cargo hold. She's like, if you need to hide, just pop up the floor right.
So can I do this from their ship, Arthur, or will I need to be like on the whatever the
Sorry,
casino ship?
I'm confused as to where we're at right now.
We're still in
currently- we're
our
still on our ship.
Yes. Okay. So
What's it
what is the question?
with these shunts in play.
You can connect to the shunt remotely, but then again, anyone can connect to the shunt remotely, right? Like if they hack the shunt, they'll be able to do the same thing you're doing.
Okay.
Right? It's like a private Bluetooth connection.
Sure. I just can't imagine a scenario where I get on this ship without being like, oh shit, it's another one. Get him too. Like,
Yeah. Well, going on Doom of Man would be an absolute mistake for you. He
Yeah,
already
yeah.
has seen you.
right.
He wants to acquire you. He wants to acquire the information in your brain.
Right.
for
Could I
telepath.
even get to our room on the casino ship without being?
Oh, you would certainly be spotted and scanned by the Carmillionaires, right? Just landing your ship on the Carmillionaires, unless you're hiding in the smuggler bay for the next few days, you will be noticed by the crew of the Carmillionaires.
But they're not necessarily ones looking for me.
That's correct.
Yeah, but Derek might be searching their databases
Okay.
for you to
But
return.
he's safe on the Chameleon yet because he's not allowed to kidnap him there.
Well, just as
Right.
we found out that they're going to be on the ship, he could find out if any one of us is on the ship too.
When they just found out that Dr. Leto is
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So then I think
guest registration ahead.
the plan will be then.
Registered as being a habit, which will be difficult to explain when you show up, but
So the plan will be for me then to get on the Chameleonaire. Can it be arranged to where our room is as close as possible to like our docking bay, like a minimum amount of travel?
yeah, you've been registered to the Ankara room. It's a private, so it has its own dock.
Oh, sweet. Okay, so we have like a suite with a dock
Suite of 4
included.
rooms plus a full bath, and you can even arrange.
and a private berthing.
It's
Yes.
pretty sweet.
Rad.
You can either make meals yourself. It has a full kitchenette, or you can order in. Right, someone
Okay.
will, a concierge and personal butler will bring you food.
Okay, got it. All right, let me know when we get there then. When everybody's decided that we're there now.
I think we're there. I think we docked.
All right, you're pulling into your dock. It's listed as docking bay 94 as you pull in to the Ankara room. You can see that it's got the main dining room, general room area has a transparent open area out to space. So as you're landing, you can like see it. You pull in underneath it and your ship gets stuck in through standard docking connection. And when you exit, a butler is waiting and says, "Good evening. My name is Stephen Davidson. I will be your butler concierge. Any services that you require on Carmillionaires are on the house. My thanks from the captain, Carmil Marwan, to Dr. Roger Leto. And please accept these refreshments." And he like pulls out a tray of canapes, sorry, for all of you. There are 2 for each of you, including Devi, who he offers you the tray, even though you're clearly not human.
What's a canapé?
It's a canapé. Sorry, I said it wrong.
Canapé? What's a
It's like a little tiny sandwich thing. You know what horsivores is?
What?
It's a small piece of bread with like a little tiny piece of meat on top and maybe like a little cream cheese. I will send you the Google of it. It's not any specific thing. It is a type of food.
It's like an hors d'oeuvre.
Yeah, it's no
Finger
Do
food.
they Do they have any for Hermes?
No, there's none for Hermes.
I was going to ask, can I be in the smuggler's bay? Can I try to not be seen by a person?
Yes, of course.
And also, as one of my first orders of businesses, as soon as I'm connected, I would like to try and scrub my record of myself from having been scanned by the ship.
So you won't be able to do that while you're in the smuggler's bay because it's shielded, right? The thing that
Okay.
makes it once this butler leaves, you can come out and try to.
Yes, that's what I'm going to do then.
I'm afraid. Oh, there's your captain. And like Mallow comes down in like 0.5 gravity. He floats slowly down and he's like, there. And he like pats it on the head. Friendly creature. If you require anything, here is my personal communication line. I will be with you within moments. And should you not be able to reach me, you will be automatically connected with my my secondary steward.
John.
That is Stephen Davidson.
That's nice.
Somebody else just peon on me? You can't do that. That's my thing. Is there anything you require?
Not at the moment.
Then this evening, I believe Master Carmel will have a itinerary for the doctor. Please enjoy yourselves on board the Carmelianaires. And remember, here you'll get everything that you deserve. It's karma.
That's super ominous.
He turns and leaves out the antechamber door. So you have your room to yourselves. Hermes, you pop out. You want to erase your presence on board? You want to wipe all the records of you from Carmelianaire's databanks?
Yes, I want to do it immediately.
Okay.
Because I don't know if they're actively monitored.
I mean, it's yes, in the
Then-
same way that any casino would be monitored.
Okay. All right.
What I found that out when I looked at the specs for the security system.
Yes. You'll need to line shunt in. You can slap it on any wall here, but
Okay.
will in fact need special equipment to get into a computer system like this.
All right, I do that.
All right, so you're going to need to make an int programming check.
Okay.
It's another scene, so you're a full expert, right? You're not an adventurer expert.
Correct.
Okay, so if you fail this, you can re-roll it before I tell you the result.
Right.
So you're doing 3d6 plus 3d6 drop 1, DL1
Plus 2, right?
plus 2. Okay.
Because nobody's aiding me on this.
Line shunt. What'd you get?
10.
Oh yeah, more than good enough.
Okay.
It will take you an hour to perform this hack. In that time, the computer system it has scanned and found you to be on board and is updating your profile information.
Maybe can I just change it to be something more innocuous, like not a fucking chimpanzee?
Yeah, I mean, you could update yourself as being human.
Yeah, I just do that.
Okay. It originally had scanned you as being pet other, but you update
Okay.
your profile to being human. The computer can test it for a moment, and then you override it. It's just like, no, this isn't a human, obviously. And then you like change the parameters of what a human is.
yeah.
Uh,
I go in there and add traits and parameters to humans, so humans more broadly defined. So now
Exactly.
all kinds of other shit will go in there and accidentally be labeled human as well.
well, Apollo's now listed as being human as well.
What about me?
Yeah. So after an hour of hacking and line shunt, which you can't get back, by the way, they're disposable one-time deals.
Is that what they say?
Yes.
I didn't
Yeah.
think that-
Yep.
Oh, it just says, single use.
Yep.
Damn, I didn't know that. That's fine.
You have subverted the system control for that hour, and you're done.
Is there any kind of shop where I can buy? Well, I don't really have any money, I guess,
Yes,
but I could buy more line shunts if I wanted.
absolutely. Everything's
Uh,
legal here on
I don't
Chameleon.
know how much they are.
Some have said that on Chameleonaires, you'll get everything you deserve. That's karma.
I want to petition
Line shunts are 100.
100.
Yeah, they're 100 creds.
I don't know if that's a lot or not.
A spacesuit is 100 creds.
What do I have? Oh, I have 100. So as a
A cell phone is 100 creds, just to be clear.
okay.
They're not that expensive. They're just super illegal.
Unless it's the iPhone.
All right. Then the next two things I want to do. Sorry if I'm hogging all the actions.
No,
ladies
go
and
for it,
gentlemen,
dude.
is I'm gonna 5-minute Amazon ship another line shunt to our room for 100 credits.
Yeah, so I mean, you could place the order and then
I just want it delivered.
We'll bring it to you.
So I'll subtract 100 credits.
Okay.
And then I want to immediately enter any snake tournaments that have any kind of cash prize.
Very well. You enter into a local snake tournament. On board, it will be beginning in the next 20 minutes.
Okay.
There will be 99 competitors capped out, and you enter in.
I also enter.
Ranking place, right? 'Cause you're like a chess player who's never been ranked before, right?
Yeah, I'm just some nobody on the ladder. Like
I start massaging your shoulders.
I'll take that as an aid.
All right, you can do this.
The buy-in for this particular game is 2,000 creds. I mean, you're playing a gambling game against the ultra rich and wealthy.
All right, then I want to hack in that payment has been received.
I'm gonna need another roll.
Sure. Can I have a +1 for having my shoulders rubbed?
No.
Damn.
What is the roll?
I got a 9.
You go in and you try to convince the computer that you've already played, and it's just like, warning, payment not found.
Damn.
What's the roll I need?
To do, you wanna try to hack in and do this as well?
Yeah.
It's int programming.
Int programming.
Yep. As you see Harmony's doing it, you're right beside him doing a whole second hack, trying to beat him to it.
2, so it's 2d6.
Yep.
Roll 2d6 plus 2. Oh, yeah, dude.
Oh, I clicked away. Did you get it? Oh, nice.
Got
I
it.
do it for the both of us.
Boxcars.
I do it for the both of us.
You both enter into the tournament. You're both listed as having paid.
Awesome.
You know for sure if it ever gets discovered that you did this, probably someone is gonna break your fucking legs.
Sure.
But you basically just stole 4,000 credits from Carmillionaires.
Look, I'm just some human. I mean,
How much is the
some
grand
different
prize?
The grand prize is 175,000 credits.
Oh, we'll be fine.
All right. So do we roll again to see how well we do in the tournament, Arthur?
Yes. To win the tournament, you will need to get a 12.
Good lord.
Or higher than the other player.
What's the roll? Plus
It is once again a exert dexterity roll.
fuck. I just blew my wad on that one. Plus.
You did.
Dexterity.
I mean, you've already rolled 2 double sixes tonight. All you gotta do is do it a third time, right? I'm sure that's no problem. What are the chances of getting a 1 in 36 3 times?
I'm gonna let Ratosaurus roll first, so that the Swedes don't know that I rolled two times.
Oh, okay. So this is not programming. I can't hack my way into my performance on Snake, can I?
No, this is.
I don't have like a bunch of macros and.
No, this is a secure.
Can't bring your own gamepad, nothing like that.
All right. Yeah. Exert. I have a +1 bonus. Oh no, I don't. Actually, I did this wrong again, but it's fine. It's 1 less than whatever it shows up as.
Okay.
Oof.
No.
The
not-
pressure is on Hermes, and you get destroyed. You are demolished.
Oh,
You don't even place in the top 50. You guys get knocked out pretty early. Some kid on board, he's like some rich minister's son from the local government, ends up walking away with 175,000.
Do I at least get like a free copy of the game or like a T-shirt or something?
It's a free game. It's pre-installed on all operating
okay.
systems.
It's like the Microsoft pinball.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like it's okay. It's all right.
All right, I'll shoot 4. That's fine.
The tournament will be held again next month
But then you see the disappointment go over my eyes as I walk out the room.
in March.
It's like when you play multiplayer games with all your friends and think you're really good because you're better than all your friends, and then play on like Xbox Live. And you're like,
That's how jumping from high school to college works, right?
since I rolled
Like,
one
I'm the
better,
smartest person in my town. You go to college, you're like, there are a lot of people smarter than me in this world.
yeah. Since I rolled one better than him, did I beat him in the tournament?
I mean, you lasted several seconds longer before you just got it.
seconds.
I'll count that as a win.
Both got
Yeah.
eliminated. What's the next step?
Oh my god.
Um,
Sulking.
I mean, I've done everything I want to do. So. Oh yeah, rescue my friend as well.
Oh yeah, there's that.
Well, what time are these lectures?
So if you wait until the nighttime, you get a guest list and the lecture profile. It's a 2-hour lecture profile. Dr. Leto will be speaking on the screen. There are 10 people in attendance, and one of them is, in fact, Mr. Derek Allritter, but also in attendance is Carmel Marwan. Everyone else on the guest list, when you go to look at profiles, they're all appended with like titles of nobility. They're captains of spaceships. They're incredibly wealthy. At least one of them is an independent systems captain, piloting a ship too large to dock with the Carmillionaires and had to be shuttled over.
Can we, do we all get to see this list?
Well, it's sent to the ship, so Bella and Leto would be the only ones to have access to it, unless the two of you shared it.
I would share it because I think this is a good opportunity to maybe provide a distraction. So while I'm giving this seminar, maybe that'll be our best chance to get on to Derek's ship. Or no?
Well, I mean,
We could just go to his attractions to scope out his ship.
we could split the party, but that sounds like it could be a bad idea.
When you say that, the room's AI goes, "Did you say you wanted to plan a party?"
No, good.
Oh,
Yes.
No, thank you.
So
Expensive.
I
Said
start
no,
looking around.
and the lights all dim for a moment, and then you say yes,
Oh.
and the lights come back up, and it's like, please specify the type of party and number of guests.
So you wanted to spit the party?
Yo, if we won that snake competition, that party would have been lit.
Yeah. Then the whole station would be partying. It would be great.
I mean, the whole station is partying. It's a casino dance hall.
Yeah, but
Pretty much.
we would host it.
I'm
there
gonna
you go.
I'm gonna spend that night looking up planets in the solar system.
In this solar system?
The system and the solar system surrounding the solar system.
Okay.
I'm gonna look around for a way to mute that listening capacity that it seems to be having.
Yeah, it's a virtual intelligence. You can turn it off if you want to.
Yeah, I tried.
You say mute, but I think what you mean is deafen.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay.
Mute and deafen.
Yeah, it's optional, but yeah, you can
Like-
turn it off. It's automatically
Like the
enabled
default
so that if someone elderly comes in, they can just be like, "Turn on the lights."
Yeah. That
Are you looking for anything in particular about this system and its two surrounding systems?
any planets that haven't been inhabited or any
All of the planets that aren't inhabited in these systems are all like gas giants and garbage balls. There is a particularly interesting planet that might match your interests.
okay.
In the next solar system of 0405, Zamakai, there's a planet called Thorj.
Bless you.
It's THJORGT. Shorgit?
Spell that again.
That's
Sorry.
how it's pronounced. It is a prison planet that prevents its people from realizing that humanity has risen past the silence. So they don't allow ships to land on it except on the polar caps outside of where people could see. You meet privately in quarantined areas and like trade goods for their goods, or trade services for their goods. So the government has total control. No one ever leaves the planet or even knows that outside influence exists. The planet is TL3. So if you wanted to say nuke the planet and eliminate all humans and then take it over, no one would even notice.
All right. What's the name of the planet again? Sorry.
Australia?
Orgit.
Oh.
Just spell it.
If you look in the primer that I sent, just search for 0405
Okay, we'll do.
and it'll pop up.
Got it. Okay.
That's the only thing of note. Yeah, like
Got it.
you're continually checking databases for like, have any new undiscovered planets been discovered? And the
Or just like notes of people passing by, like abnormal gravity. Stuff like that.
So you do get contact with an unusual faction called the Traveler Society. These are people who have banded together to try to push the bounds of human knowledge and exploration.
Mhm.
They're attempting to reach the southern end of the sector. Places like 0006, 0106, 0506, no one has been able to, or for instance, 0701. All of these worlds have not had a regular spike travel to them in hundreds of years.
Got it.
So you happen to know through Dr. Leto that there might be something interesting in 0701, aka the Dragon. It's a black hole. There might be some information there. He's had information that there could be leads there. But you need a ship capable of making that jump and making it back, right? Like if there's no refueling depot there, you're stuck. So the
Right.
Traveler Society hosts competitions to try to plot the perfect spike drill course to these previously known but currently incapable places. They are the ones who brought the worlds back together again. Travelers are the ones who made the first jumps to different locations. And while they have a huge gilded fleet presence, they're the more civil, more genteel side of the gilded fleet.
Cool.
They're the explorers, and they're the people who want to sail around the world rather than the people who want to go to some
Got it.
third world country and then conquer them.
Yeah, I might end up contacting them in the long run because I think that's probably the best option.
I mean, they're contacting you right now. Like you start looking up all this information.
Got it.
You go to message boards and stuff, and like
Uh-huh.
they have left a trail of breadcrumbs. This is your conspiracy theory, right?
Mhm.
They're very private. They only recruit from people who are both interested and competent, and
Right.
based on your search queries and capabilities, they've left you this trail of breadcrumbs. If you want to go, like you can't go to www.travelersociety.
Right.
They're like the friendly They're like the Masons. The Masons would be a very good.
Yeah, I definitely want to get into contact with them. So
Okay.
contact
How
with-
soon are you looking to do that?
Not any. I definitely want to finish this mission first.
You're like next episode.
Yeah,
You're the one.
Just put me on hold.
Episode.
Anything else you guys want to do?
Bella wants to talk to Dr. Leto for a bit before she takes Mallow to his training thing.
Okay.
Okay.
Where does this conversation take place?
Probably in the bridge
Okay.
after they get the guest list.
You've left the hotel side and you've gotten back on your ship.
You said the list was sent to the ship, right?
Yes.
Then yeah, when we got the list from the ship. It's right.
Sure.
Is the ship secured from anyone listening in on us?
Nope, not even slightly. You are physically attached to the hotel. In the same way that someone putting a laser on a window can listen into what you're doing. I mean, we have the level of sophistication now to put lasers on windows and figure out what a CPU is doing based on the noise it's making at high level frequencies. You are physically connected to an object. They could probably hear everything you're saying if they wanted to track it.
All right. So any sensitive conversation should be in the smuggler's holds.
Yes. I mean, I'm not
What's
saying
up, Captain?
someone's tracking you at all times,
Right.
right? That would be crazy and paranoid, probably.
I love to be paranoid. So what's
That's
up,
good.
Captain?
What's his name? Carmelian?
Carmelian.
Yeah, I'm looking it up too.
Carmel Marwan.
Yeah, Carmel Marwan. Sorry.
Mallow is a really, really big fan of Carmel's music. And while you're at the lectures, we should get him to sign an autograph for Mallow.
For Mallow.
Mhm.
An autograph.
Uh-huh.
All right, Captain. If that's what you want, that's what I'll try for.
Yeah. Mallow will be really, really happy.
For Mallow.
Mhm.
All right. I'm here to make
I'm
Mallow
just like-
happy.
Like, abbreviated with just a B. I don't know why. But, you could have him sign up to that.
Sure. Like B for best friends, right?
Yeah, it's for best friends.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right. I can do that.
Perfect.
Are you not going to be at the lecture then?
I might.
Okay.
I have to see what everybody's planning on doing.
Okay. Yes, it's on my list of things to do now, and make sure I get that autograph. I bet Carmel would love to give an autograph to Mallow.
I hope so. He's a big fan of the music.
I'm actually taking notes. Okay. Fantastic. Anything else?
No? Do you have anything yet, Beth?
Nope, I'm good at this time. I've got to do some research before I go to the seminar.
I will leave it to your work. And then Bella will go bother Christian.
Hey, Bella.
I mean, that wasn't really like important. She's just gonna start following.
Okay.
I want to game plan this a little bit with anyone who is willing to game plan it with me.
Absolutely.
Now, let me ask how this game plan is going. Is this Ocean's 11?
Yes.
Is this Border?
I've never seen that movie, but based on what I know about it, that's what it's like.
You've
Oh
never
my God.
seen Ocean's
It's
11?
It's a
I've
good
never seen
movie.
Ocean.
I'll tell you what. I'm about to spill the beans here. My mom has never seen Lion King. She watched the live Lion King action today.
Oh,
Really?
Never seen the animated version. And I was like, put it on Netflix right now. So she's seen the live action before she's seen the real Lion King.
But she saw both versions.
No, she hasn't seen the Netflix
seen the live one,
animated
okay.
versions.
You have to get back to us when she has a commentary on the comparison. I want to hear it.
I haven't talked to her since she's seen the live action. So
Okay.
we'll see.
I saw the live action Jungle King. It was terrible.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought the live well, look, some of the new music wasn't as good, but Christopher Walken being like, "Oh, I'm the king of the jungles, babe, the jungle VIP." He's like stumbling through the song. I wasn't down with it, but was that the Ghostbuster that was doing the bear?
I
Right?
didn't.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, he did an excellent job.
Yeah, Bill Murray.
Yeah, Bill Murray did a fantastic job.
Bill Murray always does a
You
good
know,
job.
the animation on King Louis was super cool, though. How they made
Yeah,
him,
I don't disagree,
big.
but like Christopher Walken was just like, "Oh, hoop-a-doop, I want to be like you." Oh, and I was like, "No, this is terrible."
I agree. It was weird that
Ooh,
such an
ooh.
upbeat song was so slowed down.
Want to walk like you, talk like you. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Yeah, it's definitely Ocean's 11 style heist planning here. What's going on?
What are
So,
we doing?
so I think, has there ever been any instance or anything where he's needed to? Are there any recorded cases where he's taken any of his exhibits off of his ship?
Which person are we talking about, Carmel or?
No, the other one.
Derek.
What about Derek?
Yeah, I mean he sells stuff all the time, right?
Well, he's obviously not going to bring his newest prized possession out to the auction necessarily, right?
Well, I mean the auction is on his ship. You buy stuff on his ship where it's
Okay.
legal, and then you take it places.
But does he ever do like exhibitions not on his ship?
No,
No. Okay.
everything happens on his ship.
What would be an appropriate emergency to have to evacuate his collection to the Carmelian? Like a fire on board,
Based on your
or
knowledge, probably total ship
Yeah,
destruction.
reactor
That's it.
overload.
okay.
So something. Well, I mean, there's never been any reported fires on board or any emergencies like that, right? Like,
Okay, so we don't. So there's no
he and his
precedence
crew
for the
are-
procedure.
right? He and his crew are extremely private, so even if there were records of that, he would attempt to destroy them.
Okay.
And since his influence comes from blackmail, probably he's much better at hiding information.
Sure.
Not through it's not that the information doesn't exist; it's that it's not public because he's like, if you make this public, I'll make it disappear. That
Right.
kind of deal.
So, I mean, I think it's one thing that we'll have access to my friend, but I don't think that in and of itself grants us any sort of unique opportunity to get anything done. I think we either need to be able to get behind the scenes of the exhibit itself, or force an emergency situation where they have to move him and we can try and get him, slip him out in some level. We're gonna have to create some kind of chaos, I feel like, in order to make this work.
Right. So I mean, I think one thing we could do is if we get a shunt on
We
the
can make
ship
a party.
where you can open all the cages, that's going to create a lot of chaos on that ship. And then on top of that, if we could free the slaves, that's gonna upset the whole balance in that ship as well.
Push in here, just like, I want to be known. My new call sign is Khaleesi. Oh, masters, free the slaves!
Free the slaves.
Now I just have the song in my head.
The Game of Thrones rap.
I got dragons, bitch. Good. Then me and Kush, we're on the same page here. What are some options for our created diversion? One is free everything. That's definitely one. Another one that I'm thinking is create a ship-wide emergency that requires evacuation. Almost anything is better than going in there and trying to shoot our way out.
I mean, I agree. I thought we were first going to try and scout things out while maybe Shep was on this lecture, or Roger was on this lecture, and see where that goes from there.
Definitely. It'll definitely depend on the level of access that I can get to his ship systems.
What about the party?
Interesting.
So
Yeah,
it
we have
sounds. No, go
So
ahead.
we have a party for we can wait until we rescue Apollo and then have a party in our ship on our way out of here.
I suppose.
A celebration party though. It's fun when we have all of our friends.
She says that, and Hermes begins to put together, like, he thought he was about to hear an elaborate plan for like a party distraction, but then he realizes literally she was just like, let's have a party. He's like, oh my God. I've completely misjudged this person.
No one's gonna get this right.
Okay. Another option is to cause a minor disturbance somewhere else in the ship to draw ship personnel away from the exhibit in general, just so there are less bodies in the area when we open all the cages or do whatever. What are some of the steps we can take to enhance the chaos? If we think of our greatest chance of success is to release all the animals, which I'm hesitant on because that plan seems just as dangerous.
Are there any like fire suppression things in that area that I know about?
I mean,
I could
every ship
definitely-
has such capabilities.
I can hack the area and try to do some of that stuff.
Yes,
Yeah, I mean,
More bells and whistles and
You
stuff.
would, you would need a line shunt to break into the local computer. You'd have to be on the ship with a line shunt, but it would be possible.
Okay. So the line shunt you bought, I could use.
Yes. So I have 2 line shunts.
Oh, it's arriving, by the way. Like, your butler has left it in the airlock door system, right? He's like left it on the little table in your antechamber, but hasn't opened your inner door yet.
Yeah.
He sends you a message with a picture of your package and says, your Amazon package has arrived.
It looks like he threw it on the ground.
No, it doesn't. Steven Davidson is a great butler. He went to Butler College to learn how to buttle.
Buttle?
That's the origin of the word butler. It's buttling. That's what it's called.
That's hilarious.
Wow. You have a low threshold for humor on that one.
I do.
Buttle's a funny word.
It is a funny word.
Brad, you literally invented the word nutler, which isn't true. And you insulted my butler with it.
Look, once again, I maintain that it's like Fight Club, and he just couldn't talk about it with you. So of course he denied it.
Right.
The first rule of nutlering is we don't talk about nutlering.
You seem like the kind of guy who nuddles all the time. So.
You know, when I was in college, everybody's got to.
Sometimes you get lonely.
There's things you have to do for money, and
sometimes you just got to nuddle.
nuddling.
That's right.
Those
Cotton
loans
is
ain't gonna pay for
dying.
themselves.
It would have been what you would consider a side hustle. Okay.
There's some interest rates on those loans. Okay, they get pretty extreme.
They do. Okay. Look, I don't judge you for how you made ends meet when you were in college. Master debating can only take you so far. Okay.
Yeah, sometimes you got to work the corners.
Well, that reminds me. Tonight is the Gen Con Critical Role game, which means we'll figure out who won the master debate between Liam and Steve.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
I'm like an episode behind on Critical Role. Anyway,
I'm D&D Beyond.
I'm a
Are you with Liam or are you with Sam?
I'm a Liam person all the way.
Liam.
What a
Yeah.
motherfucker!
Yeah.
You're one of those Liam by the book.
I'm a straight. I'm support the straight man every time.
some Sam American, sir.
All right, that's fine. That
I think
surprises me a little, but I guess
That's the great thing about America is you could be whatever you want to be.
That's right.
I think I might have seen the fellow with blue hair
You're free to be a douche.
at San
Paladin?
Diego Comic-Con.
Paladin changes his hair color like every day. So.
That's an interesting person. I would like to sit down and eat lunch with that guy.
Me too.
Not because I think I would like him, but I think it would just be interesting to talk to him.
I mean, he has had a huge influence on anime and voice acting.
Has he?
Yeah.
He was basically one of the first anime voice directors, I believe. The guy that's like, hey, maybe we should get all the actors together and make sure our lines don't sound like absolute fucking garbage.
I mean, I'm not saying I dislike him. I don't know if he's like the kind of dude I'd be friends with or not because I don't know him. I wouldn't make that
To
presumption.
figure out if you'd like to meet him, you would like to
100%.
sit down and have lunch with him.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
you would with a friend.
I think even if I turned out to be like, no, I'm not into hanging out with this dude, it would still be an interesting lunch nonetheless.
Sure.
I haven't met him, but I definitely go to a barcade with him.
Yeah, for sure.
Get waffles together.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Everybody loves waffles.
I mean, I would eat waffles with my worst enemy, so that doesn't say much. But
I just eat waffles in
I
general.
mean, who is your worst enemy?
who is my worst enemy?
Yeah, I mean, you can't drop something like that and not say who your worst enemy is.
I'd tell you, but I'd have to kill you.
Wow.
No, you'd
Just
have
like
to
his
have
work
waffles
enemy.
with him.
Yeah. You have to hack my Facebook and get on there and find out who I most recently ate
No, thanks,
waffles
I'm
with.
good.
It's a wise move, smart move.
You only eat waffles with your worst enemies?
Yeah, I don't eat them any other time. So
How else do you poison them?
yeah.
Is it like Beaumont your worst enemy?
I mean, in a role-playing game, maybe. I guess. No, Hyrule is always my worst enemy in role-playing games. Whatever his character was, that was my worst enemy.
Oh, holy shit! Wow, really high?
We've gone on a serious tangent here.
Yes,
let
we have.
me try and bring it back around.
No one here even knows who Hyrule is except for Cotton.
So if we can, I'm looking at my chimp drawing and I see now that one arm is way too long. I have to go back and fix that. If we can create like a fire problem and have fire suppression go off and draw some people away, and then also in conjunction with that, let that be kind of an excuse to have some other systems go haywire, like the cages open, locking down certain bulkheads to where crew can't move freely throughout the ship, trying to invent a situation as much as possible to look like this is make it look like natural ship system failures for as long as possible. I mean, they're going to figure it out at some point, but keeping it look like an organic disaster for as long as we possibly can. I don't know if you can get a hold of some of the ship's like crew costumes or uniforms, or
So
I don't know.
Here's what I propose: putting in all the dots together. So
Yes.
if we get a team on board to take the tour, while the and I don't even know that that Lido needs to give the seminar, but maybe we can figure a way for it to help out. So if we've got the team on board, you do the hacking and cause something that is so quick they actually don't have time to evacuate their museum pieces and alien races and that kind of stuff, but they get off the ship. So the crew would get off the ship, so like maybe an engine overload or a core overload. If we could get the crew off the ship, that should give us opportunity to release your friend and maybe smuggle them off the ship in all the chaos that's going to be created.
Playing devil's advocate, how likely do you think it is that they'll see through this? Because it's a lot of things happening at once.
True,
Yeah, I
but
mean,
we need a plan of some sort.
There's no, I mean, like they're gonna figure out pretty quick that this isn't just regular ship malfunction. I mean,
Right.
I'd say
Sure wish
I mean,
we had a nuke.
yeah. Well,
That'd be
no. I mean, that wouldn't be very useful in this circumstance.
I
Yeah,
wanna
especially
remind
when
you
you
that
buy off a guy in a riverboat.
Any functioning spike drive has a tool called a nuclear snuffer that prevents nuclear explosions.
Ah,
They're only useful on TL3 or lower systems. If you try to set off a nuke inside a civilized area, it's just going to immediately shut down.
oh, good to know.
Man, I wish we had one of those.
Yeah.
So, Connor, what were you saying?
Just that I think it's going to be pretty obvious that if we try and whatever we do, we got to move fast, and we got to assume that they're going to figure it out pretty quick because what's the likelihood that there has ever been a fire on this ship, given how secretive and how good this Derek person is at doing exactly what he's doing? So, and I think we're going to need everyone that can be on the ship or nearby the ship to be there. Like, so for instance, I'm not sure if we should do it while you're at the lecture. I think we might need you in case anything goes wrong, and especially if anyone gets injured.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, duh. That's a
Yeah.
very good point.
Yeah, because that could happen, and we don't want that to happen. Especially Apollo. I mean, given that if there's other cages going out being released and other animals, I mean, the likelihood that Apollo might be caught in some kind of crossfire seems as likely as anything else, and so we need to be sure that doesn't happen.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm convinced I should be with the party on the ship. Now, how do you want to handle, or what do we propose for the distraction?
Well, it seems like it's all coming from hacking. I mean, is it possible that we could get a uniform of some kind? I mean, I don't know. We could try and grab one of the people one of his guards while he's at the lecture. But I mean, that seems like a job for.
I feel like he would notice one of his guards being missing.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Also
if someone
point out that if you attempt to physically harm somebody or kidnap them, you will be under arrest by local authorities.
Oh, right. Yeah. That's
Who are
true.
all pirates.
Breaks the rule, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Challenge someone to a drinking contest.
You could invite them back to your ship.
Yeah.
Just like
Drinking on our ship.
Yeah, I mean, if someone happened to be very convincing and could work their way through a conversation that way, that might be a very good path for them to do.
if only I had a world-class diplomat.
Yeah. If only.
That might work. We could get some people to come back to the ship. Maybe at least one. If we can't get the uniform, then we can maybe just ask them, different information about the ship.
It's vaguely possible we could take Derek hostage. Say if we convince him to come back from the lecture, he's obviously interested in what Leto has to say. We could try and convince him to come back to our ship, converse over the subject. We take him hostage, tell him to release Apollo.
And then what?
And then he releases Apollo.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, it's his life or
And
Apollo.
what if he chooses his life?
Kush turns into an 8-bit character with a knife. It says, your GP or your HP. This is the side minigame you can play on browser. It's the extra bit to the show that we developed,
It's loaded right next to Snake.
Snake 99 Battle Royale.
I'm gonna make that game.
I'm just spitballing.
No,
Otherwise,
I kind of feel like, and you guys can disagree, of course, but I kind of feel like we need to get in and out before anyone knows what's going on.
That
And
would
then
be good.
Maybe we
I
can.
mean, that's optimal, but
Yeah.
not necessarily what's gonna happen.
All we
True.
have to do is get Apollo onto this ship.
right.
Can our shuttle outrun the doom of man?
You have no idea what the Doom of Man's capabilities are.
Could
It
Hermes?
should be noted that the Doom of Man is several times larger than your ship, though. And it has weapons, which your ship doesn't.
Hermes, what I was saying before is we briefly considered kidnapping Derek as a possibility.
And then we discarded it because that would be insane.
I don't know how insane that is.
So I don't want to. I think you guys have a pretty good idea of my area of expertise, and I don't want to infringe upon yours.
Please
As-
add to our conversation.
As yours is obviously to do this very thing that we're going to attempt to do.
Oh, that's not my expertise at all. You can
Oh, that's not reassuring. So Yeah, I mean the smash and grab part is 100% however you guys want to do it. But this is definitely, there's a lot that could go wrong.
Yeah.
So anytime you can minimize that, that's great. But I don't know that you're going to be able to minimize it all that much in something as complex as this.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
I expect there's going to be shooting involved unless we can pull this off.
The meeting might be a good opportunity to meet Derek and maybe even schedule a follow-up, like a dinner or something that could take place at the time that you plan to make our moves. And that way you could still be with the team, but then you would also at least know where he is because you have a scheduled meeting time and location.
Right.
But then as soon as things go wrong on his ship and you fail to meet him, he's going to immediately know
It was us.
that there's something wrong. So I guess that doesn't really work as I talk it out loud.
Well, what if, because we're at the end, what if we end here and then you have a whole week to plan?
Sounds good.
So let's have everybody take 1 experience point for working towards a group goal.
Yeah.
Let's thank Ratosaurus for joining us as a guest. And
Yeah.
Red.
Hey, I had a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun. And now, so Rad, I think you said maybe you'll be back tomorrow or next week?
Next week.
Yeah, I'd say there's like a 80 to 90% chance that I'd be good for next week.
Sweet.
Yeah, because now I'm kind of chomping at the bit to find out what's going to happen.
Now we're getting to the good part.
Yep.
If you're not here, I'll have to play Hermes, and that'll be difficult.
Terrible.
Last time I played one of Rad's characters, it didn't go so well. Rad was like, "What are you talking about? That's not what I act like at all."
That's not what I would have done.
I pile drive someone through a table.
Sounds plausible.
Do some outros. I'm, as always, Arthur Perkins. This has been, as always, AP Gaming Real. Things happen multiple times a week here at AP Gaming Real. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, and perhaps even on Sunday. You can catch live streams of all my various shows. YouTube.com/AP Gaming Real holds most of my back catalog. I can no longer say it contains everything I've ever done because I've selectively tailored out some shows that disgust me and I never want to see again and we'll never talk about it. You know,
It happens.
I didn't get to make that Okeanos reference via a 90s cartoon, but I really wanted to have the part where the centaurs take a dump on the beach
Mm-hmm.
and then Rat's character also takes a dump to rage dump against them.
It's true.
We'll have that at some point because I would like him to draw it happening.
It was a legendary battle. Highlight of the entire campaign, I would say.
Was it?
No.
I feel like the final battle was a legendary battle. I guess
The final battle was pretty amazing, actually.
magma dragon
Mhm.
for the fate of the world and all
Yeah.
existence, and then you guys were like, "Okay, we destroy the world."
For as forgettable as you said it was, you did say it was one of the very few campaigns where your party figured it out and basically discovered the only winning scenario.
It's forgettable for me. Okay, let's be super clear about that. I'm not saying it's like, oh, no one will ever remember this campaign because obviously people do. I only remember the bad things that happen about shows. So,
Of course.
you know, speaking of people who do bad things, let's jump over to Ratosaurus and do the outro.
I've never done a bad thing in my life,
That
first
is
of all.
complete and utter fabrication.
I professionally do bad things to live. Yeah, I had a ton of fun. Thanks for having me. I look forward to coming back and playing some more. You know, I had a lot of ideas I was bouncing around for this character. I knew that I wanted him to be a primate, and I knew that I wanted him to be smart. I didn't have like a strong, you know, as Arthur can attest, I come up with a lot of ideas, and I eventually have to pick one, which means there's a lot of ideas that don't get picked. I just recently discussed on BattleTech how I don't do voices. And I came very close to this being the first character that I did a voice for, but I ultimately decided against it. And I'm playing him pretty straight. which may not be the most fun thing in the world. I'm not being kooky and zany with this character like I can be with others, but for a limited number of appearances, I feel like this was just kind of the easiest way for me to get him out there and get him as part of the deal. There was a time where he was going to have a very thick drawl and basically be John Wayne.
Epic.
But I didn't go with that.
What's the sample of that?
We're gonna hear it. Nope. Someday the voices will be unveiled, but today is not that day.
It's not that day.
It'll have
Come
to be
on, for sure. The name be Hermes. I'm from the Homo sapien race, man.
Now he's the guy from Futurama.
That's very
That's
John
Jamaican.
Wayne, super John Wayne.
Yeah, super John Wayne.
How are we gonna do this?
That guy on Futurama is also called Hermes.
Yeah, Hermes. That's right. It's been a long time since I watched.
The
it.
name Hermes.
Yeah, so I mean, he's not the most fun character, but
I thought he was.
he's interesting. I've enjoyed playing him so far. I'm excited to come back and play him again. I think he's got a lot of aspects to his personality that he's playing very close to the vest.
Oh yeah,
So-
there's a mystery to him.
Hopefully there's some reveals coming in the future, but that'll all depend on, I guess, kind of how the party treats him and how things go. So I don't want to give away too much too early, which I have a tendency to do because I just get excited about my characters, so I tend to spill a lot of beans about them.
Yeah.
So I'll just stop myself. But yeah, I'm having a good time.
Like where in the galaxy he's from.
Yes. Well, that is one of the. I really hope I want y'all to find that out.
Yeah.
But I'm not. I can't give it away for free.
Oh, I know. It was fun trying to get it out of you through
Yeah.
Snake.
Yeah, Snake's
It
good.
turned
That was a
into
good
its
bonding
own little
experience.
thing. Yeah.
We're establishing relationships. I will be back on Thursday for a winner take all high stakes dropship ambush in BattleTech. So that'll be pretty cool. I've been going back and forth with Arthur trying to secure the most advantageous ambush site possible, which I think we've landed on a pretty good solution. Obviously, when you have a limited number of maps to select from, there's a lot of kind of give and take in what you want to happen and what can happen.
Then some of those maps end up having
Technical difficulties.
technical failures.
Yeah.
And suddenly
So-
all the trees disappear.
I am looking forward to BattleTech this week. I'll be piloting a fast clan mech, so I think that'll be pretty cool. Yeah, that's about it. You can find me on Arthur's Discord. Give me a hard time. I did a little bit of drawing tonight. It's a little weird using an unfamiliar program, but
Turned out dope.
Great stuff, by the way.
oh, thank you.
Really nice.
Yep.
So I don't have any previous experience drawing astronauts or monkeys. So all in all, everything considering, I think it came out reasonably well. Yeah, I do commission artwork. My commissions aren't technically open right now. Right now, I'm pretty much just working exclusively for Arthur.
You've been saying that for over a year.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's the truth. If people want to know, that's
Sure.
I don't currently have open.
You can offer Ratosaurus more money than I do. Feel free to take
Yeah.
that spot.
Pretty much.
Got his
Arthur's
main
my
chick,
friend,
but he's
but
also
you
looking for
outbid
side
him.
chicks.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
No,
Always a good side hustle.
Your heart, I guess.
The nutlering business kind of dried up for me. I'm my advanced age, so I have to make my money elsewhere at this point. Yeah, that's it. You can give me a hard time on Discord, I guess. No one ever does. I always invite people to give me a hard time on Discord or talk because, like, the last BattleTech we had a lot of people in chat being like, "Oh, fuck Rad, like he's a weirdo or whatever."
I
was
don't
like-
think that happened.
I was like, "Come to the Discord. Let's talk about it. Let's have a civil discussion about
I
it."
think there were one or two people who disagreed with your opinion on Disney, but I don't know that anyone was specifically like, fuck it.
Well, I mean, it's okay if they do though. Just come in Discord and let's
Okay.
talk about it.
Uh,
Nobody ever does. So that's
on
why.
the show, Ratosaurus, I do not direct outros. You must choose the form.
Oh, all right. Well, let's hear from, since I have typically a long intro and outro, let's juxtapose that with who generally has the shortest intro and outro, Cottontail. Don't let me down, Cotton.
Hi.
Cotton starts her outro.
No
When
Ten
I
words.
was a young girl.
I've been working on my thesis from a doctorate. Let me just go ahead and read that off for you.
Cabots. Carrot feeding.
I'm Cotton. You can find me on Twitter and AP's Discord. And unlike Rad, do not come at me on Discord.
She will murder you.
There's moderator powers on my server, so
It's true.
But we could have nice conversations on Discord.
yeah, you could sit down and have a party.
You can have a nice conversation.
Yeah,
Want to have a party, guys?
we could have a party. With that said, let's go to the original party animal, Bearded.
What's up, guys? Bearded Jalapeno on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram. Open for commissions. Probably going to be streaming tomorrow since I got my stream back up. I think my favorite drawing of the night was Kush Ramen. Either that or like alternate skin Norby was pretty good.
I gotta tell you, I love that you guys write your notes down on the picture.
I took many photos of this so that we can all access it. I'll put it on the Discord.
Well, you can save the file too. So
Yeah, but do you ever do that, Connor?
He does. He uploads the file
Yeah.
occasionally.
Are these
Occasionally.
chef's faces over here on the right?
Yeah.
yes,
Those are incredible, man. Like, I love it. I love everything you do when it comes to drawing faces.
Mine? Thank you.
Yes,
very
I'm
much.
very envious of all of your abilities to draw faces.
Wow,
Faces
this
are not
is-
my. Have never been my thing,
Shep's normally like, I'm super envious of everybody else on this.
but I really like.
I decided not to say that this week.
I was
Someone
gonna-
else said it too.
I was going to keep
I
my
bet-
mouth shut. Rad, you started drawing. I'm like, holy crap, he's so good. And so I'm like, I'm going to keep my mouth shut. But
No,
I appreciate
I gotta
that.
get with you about like your brush choices and stuff. I love how pencil-y all your stuff looks. It's great.
I just made that brush tonight, so yeah.
Yeah,
I'll
it's
tell
I
awesome.
know you can brushes on this.
I do like, side note, I do like making my own brushes, and they're not that sophisticated, but in Clip Studio Paint, I use my own brushes there too, because I want
That's
them
awesome.
to look like pencils.
Well, tell us more about that and more about yourself.
Cotton,
Bam.
Cotton, are you done?
It was me, but now it's you.
Oh my god, I'm that far behind? Sorry about
Yeah.
that. Yep. All right, so I'm Rob Shepart on Twitch and Instagram. Like I said before, I draw D&D, monsters, critters, creatures, commissions, that kind of stuff, and I will be streaming in about an hour. And tonight I'm continuing my illustration of a gelatinous cube in the tunnel, and there's a skeletal figure kind of floating, previous victim. So that's what I'm working on tonight. Over to you, Connor.
hey folks, my name is Connor Hughes. I'm on Twitch at Connor Hughes, twitch.tv, and yeah, you can check me out. Hopefully, I'll be streaming this week. I'll be doing some pinups type things, as well as please check out our currently running Kickstarter. It's for the game. It's for sort of a sci-fi comic. So if you Google the game plus Kickstarter, you'll find us probably pretty well. Yeah, please check us out. AP, what's going on with you?
I mean, I started, so I feel like we've done everybody now.
We're full circle.
Full circle. We'll be back next week, probably. If Rad's not here, then I'll do a very good job of assuming that Hermes was Jamaican the whole time and doing his accent correctly.
Oh my God! Please be back here.
I've actually been to Jamaica, so Ocho Rios is beautiful, and I will completely butcher the accent horribly. I'll destroy it just for you, Bearded. I will intentionally get it so wrong, your tears could
Dead on the floor.
It will be borderline racist.
borderline racist. Come on now, that doesn't sound like me. Does it?
Only when you did that Pathfinder. Was it Jade Regent? Isn't there's a whole one of those whole books is like incredibly racist.
I mean, I didn't make the accent.
No, you didn't.
But the character
Yeah.
was racist.
No, the best part of that was how painful it was for you to read.
Yeah,
through
the guy was just like,
lines.
I love foreign women. Ha 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 ha. And I was like,
You're like real sweaty. You're like, oh my god, I hate
I'm
this.
gonna-
literally
I'm gonna get so much hate mail.
this is a published Pathfinder adventure pen.
Yeah.
This is literal dialogue ripped right from the fucking book.
I I swear,
I don't know.
not to give you a hard time, but your discomfort during that whole section of that show was my favorite part of that whole show.
Some of the bad guys are really easy to play. Like if they're like,
Yeah.
that's right. I've secretly been manipulating the kingdom for years. Thousands of people have died by my hand, and even now I plunge them towards war. But if it's just like one guy's like, I'm racist, I'm like,
That's exactly what
Wet balls.
I'm racist. Let me go ahead and behead these slaves for fun.
yeah, exactly. Oh, it's a tough time. All right, so maybe you want to watch that show. It's called Jade Regent. Probably you don't want to watch it. It wasn't super great. Mistakes were made. It was one of my first shows. I didn't even have overlays back then. That's how.
We'll just leave it at that.
I got overlays midway through Jade Regent. That's how old it is. That's it. We'll be back next week. Have a good night.
Bye, everyone.
Fire noise.
Bye, buddy.
Swish. Do I actually have an end card for this anymore? Oh, looks like I do. Swish.
Hashtag swish.
Good stream, everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a lot of fun tonight. It was great.
Yeah, this is a really great stream.
Glad you
Did level up.
It's the best. The best. The only bad part about it is I can't flip the table.
You can save the file and then delete it yourself.
Oh, I already saved it.
What I'm saying is you can delete all the layers. So it's kinda
I save it and then I print it and then I flip a table that it's on.
there you go.
I import it into Tabletop Simulator.
You can do that.
Wherever I go, I must flip.
Great. Awesome.
All right, guys.
I'm going to head out, so have a good night, y'all.
Yeah, later, guys.
All right. Thanks, AP.
Thanks, everybody.
Adios. Just finished up. Oh. But I'm still streaming. All right, everyone. So if you're still there, I almost forgot that I was still streaming. That would have been pretty funny. I'll be back hopefully between 10 and 10:30 my time, so that's in about an hour, and I'll finish up this illustration that I've got right here. So I'll see you then. Thanks for coming around. But I have to stop and move my computer to another room, stuff like that. Say goodnight to my family, stuff like that. All right, see you soon.